All right. Let's turn that down. Put that there. Hey, Mama B. Okay, I'm just going to go and grab some water because this water's a little bit warm and, well, it's room temperature. And I need to drink a whole bottle because I've just been sweating it out, walking, getting my exercise happening. Welcome, Lightworker. Everybody, as they join Mama B, there is no free readings today. If you want a yes or no reading, it's $1 or $2 by Super Chat or PayPal. Other than that, we've got our usual 7, 10 and 12 readings. If you want a Super Chat paid reading, you will have to do the $10. It is $10 minimum on Super Chat. The yes or no is just a $1 donation or a $2 donation, and it's a very brief yes or no. I'm pretty sure Stream Elements is turned off from the close thing, and all the information should start coming up, Mama B. But anyway, I'm just going to go and grab the water. There is no free reading list today. A payment has just come in. I'll get to that in a sec. So the list will be, the free reading list is only star signs, okay? So star signs in general. So Lightworker, if you wanted your star sign read, Mama B will take a list of the star signs that are in the room. Mama B, you are Aries, so we'll put you at the top of the list. We'll look at Aries and we'll just get messages for Aries for the day. And Rocky, if you would like your star sign as well as the donation reading, just put your star sign there. And as I said, Lightworker, if you'd like a star sign reading done, just let Mama B know what your star sign is. We'll put it on the list, and then maybe your yes or no will be answered through the star sign reading, okay? I will give a yes and no about the star sign. So let's just say that I'm shuffling for Cancer. Cancer star sign. This is messages for Cancer right now. Now, if anybody in the room is Cancer right now, this is for Cancer. If you do have a yes and no, this is very general. This is for everyone. So I'll get a yes or a no out of this as well as messages. So this messages is for Cancer for the week ahead, or even just for today. So Cancer, you have the cheating, lying, stealing, anger, obsession. That is a no energy. You also have the walking away from some sort of emotional drama. There may have been an argument or something where you've detached yourself from something and it's like somebody may have been stirring up the pot, somebody may have been lying to you, somebody may have disappointed you or something, Cancer, and you're deciding that I'm just going to cut the emotions off right now. It's looking like no, if you're asking a yes or no. You do have a final solution here, which will be quite good. So I don't know if you're making this decision. Bottom of the deck, you've got working together with somebody here. So this could be a new friendship. This could be an actual new job, new beginning. But it looks to me like Cancer's had enough of something. This may have been something that's been going on for a while. You're emotionally just saying, I'm detaching from whatever this energy is. This is just no good for me. And you're putting your focus into money, work, adventure. This could be money spent for pleasure. This could be money spent on, I don't know, something you need to do for yourself. You might be buying a new car, whatever. But it does look like something good's coming around the corner. And this may be a surprise as well. This may be some money coming to you. You might win a lottery or something, Cancer. But yes or no, we've got 2 yeses and 2 nos. Let's just see middle of the deck. We have a yes. We've got a yes, no. So it's a maybe yes for Cancer. Once you make a firm decision, it'll be yes for Cancer today. Okay, so that will be star sign readings. That's what I'll do. So we're doing paid readings only today. If you have a specific yes or no for yourself, and it doesn't get answered through the star sign reading, that's if we get to the star sign readings. We've already got payments coming in. Let me quickly go and check. And Lisa, my deepest sympathies to you and your family with the loss that you've now, recently suffered in your family. I've give up like how many people I'm hearing about that they've lost their loved ones, fathers, brothers, cousins, best friends. There's just too much death going on at the moment. So anyway, my deepest sympathies to you and your family at that tragic loss that you've recently suffered. Let me just look at PayPal. PayPal. All right, so we've got Rocky with a mini. Let me just write these down. Rocky, mini. Meh has paid for a mini as well. And then Katarina, which is Katie. Katie has paid for either a detailed or 2 minis. So we'll work that out in a minute. I'm just going to put detailed there for Katie. So we've got 3 readings to do at the moment. 2 minis followed by a detailed, or maybe 2 minis put together. I'm just going to go and fill this up with some cold water, and I'll be straight on to Rocky with her question. Have we got your question on the screen, Rocky? Oh, we got your question there. Thank you, Mama B. Just copy and paste for me. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot in here. I've got candles burning on my little display thing over here. So hopefully it doesn't make it too hot in here. I'd just been down the beach having a beautiful walk. My poor old hubby. About a month and a half ago, we went for a walk to this waterfall. And he's telling me, be careful you don't slip, be careful you don't slip. And every time he says that, he actually slips. And then right at the same time, I slipped on my bad foot, which it hurt for maybe a week, and then it was okay. And he actually slipped on the same foot, and it's still bugging him. He hasn't been to the doctor, he hasn't had an x-ray, he hasn't had anything checked out. He's just thinking, it'll go away, it'll go away. So anyway, I went for my nice beach walk, stretching it out in the sunshine and sweating it out. But yeah, we had a wonderful weekend. It was actually my wedding anniversary on the weekend, 39 years with my loving husband. And we went down the coast and we went for a walk. He pushed himself and we had a beautiful walk in the sunshine. And we went out and had pizzas by the beach at night. That was my suggestion. We were supposed to go to a restaurant and we're supposed to do this. And I went, let's do something different. So we went and got these pizzas and a drink, and we put the blanket down, and we were by the ocean, and it was just beautiful. You know, it was just beautiful spending time alone. Anyway, let's get on to the reading. So Rocky, you're first up. What is the currently coming for you with Roberto soon? We are currently in separation, and you're Sagittarius. You're separated now. You're separated now. I thought that he was coming to live with you and that we were looking at him coming to live with you and everything, and I said it was delayed. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Hopefully that clock's going to work properly. All right, here we go, Rocky. What's coming towards Rocky? She's Sagittarius. We'll do Sagittarius. We've done Cancer. So if anyone wants to see the Cancer reading, it is previous to this reading. Previous to me getting that bottle of water, there is a Cancer reading on there with a yes and no. So we can do a yes and no with each star sign. So the free list is basically a star sign now, which is general for everybody and no specific questions. And you can ask a question in your own mind, yes or no, when I do your star sign. All right, here we go. What's coming towards with Roberto. What's coming towards her? Okay, this is showing dark times here about you and him, but this is showing where it turns around. So this is really good here. There's a lot of plans about movement, moving together, money, financial situations, and the plans that you've been working on. This is a travel of coming together. This is him giving you a long-term view and a long-term kind of commitment, but he is taking things very, very slowly. A little bit too slowly for what you want. This over here is showing your sadness, depression, anger, feeling like if you say something, it's just going to come out the wrong way, and you feel like you might be pushing him, or he might be pushing you in a certain direction. So this is nasty kind of energy, but this is where it's turning around. You may have some sort of invitation coming up with him. Somewhere you might go for a weekend, or he might come and stay with you for a weekend, or you might go somewhere, go and watch a show. But there is some turnaround happening here, Rocky. This is nice. This is where it's turning around. And this is like celebrations, parties, get-togethers. We are, for you, if you're in America, I think you are, you're going into summer soon. I think you're in spring right now, aren't you? You've started spring over there. So this is you going into happy times. And this is planned times as well. This is stuff that you thought would never happen. This is you giving up. Oh, it's never going to happen. This whole holiday thing or whatever we're doing, it's just not going to happen. This is where some sort of money comes in, some sort of change happens. I do think Roberto has been waiting for some sort of change within where he works. You're in New York. Okay, so yeah, but he has got the slow card there with that King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds is committed to the journey, but they're saying, what's the rush? What's the rush? You know, like, let's do this first and let's do that first. So it's like strategically planning what the next step is, but till you get there, you're just sort of sitting in this mode at the moment. This is where you might be thinking that you're in separation, that maybe I'm just going to cut Roberto off. I'm going to find someone new to have some fun with, and then maybe down the track he'll come back. It can be read that way as well, that you're going to be introduced to somebody that says, hey, Rocky, do you want to go with me? I'm going on the weekend to California. I've got a free ticket. Do you want to come? My suggestion, if somebody does offer you something like that, to go. Go, enjoy yourself. You're in separation, so you're not cheating. You're not going to be doing anything wrong because you're not with him. But if you do get an invitation, I suggest you go, because this may be somebody else coming towards you. But we're asking about Roberto. And I'm seeing that he's got his heart in the right place, but he's just really slow to make any changes happen. Once they happen, you will be feeling quite happy that this is all of what I've been waiting for. It's almost like looking at two people talking about buying a house together or buying a car together or something major, some sort of major discussion about movement forward, being together, but it's just taking too long. Let's see what else. Show me what else for what's coming towards. I'll say your real name in my head from Roberto. What's coming towards? What's coming towards you? The Ten of Cups, eventually, bottom of the deck. So starting off the reading, all your wishes and manifestations will eventually happen. Now, this normally means a pregnancy. So you may get news that your best friend's pregnant or his sister's pregnant or something to do with a baby here. But this is also about a new beginning and happiness and being close with somebody. You also have coming towards you, a firm commitment is on its way. Now, you do have the Knight of Wands. Unfortunately, the Knight of Wands is a player, but it's also somebody that's all about their fitness and their strength and their, their desires and all of this. So there's a lot of desire there, but there's also this strong commitment thing that's coming towards you from Roberto, with Roberto. This is nice energy. It could take a year, but it could take a year. With two aces, it can take a year. So The other things to be on the lookout for is when you make some firm decisions sometimes, there may be times where you need to step back and recuperate and take time out. And there's also sometimes things are just a little bit too hard, a little bit too much on pressure on you with things. So that's when you need to know when it's time to call it quits on certain things and step back for a while. But most of that reading is all about nice things that are coming, but it is telling you that there's a struggle to get there. Anyway, thank you, Rocky. Now we'll do yes or no, but then we'll do your star sign, okay? And then after that, we've got another reading from Meh. Meh, have we got Meh's question there ready? Okay, Rocky, this is your personal yes or no, as well as just last messages about you and Roberto. Here we go. Okay, bottom of the deck. You will eventually get what you want. It's going to take a lot of time. You're just going to have to go with the flow. If it's good times, it's good times. If it's bad times, step back. Because this is all about putting on the face that you need in certain situations. It can be somebody that's taking you for a ride as well, that they're telling you, promising you all these things, but then doing nothing about it. Every efforts that you personally put into the relationship, into a job, into the planning, it will eventually pay off. It's going to take time. You've got cards here all telling me about time. Down here we got stubborn energy going on. We got feeling a little bit lost here. And then we got finally feeling contented in the happy home. So finally things will turn around. I just feel like it's going to take more and more time. Let's do your yes and no. We're going to take one from the top, one from the middle, and one from the bottom. This is Rocky's yes or no question, personal question. Oh, you got a yes. Got a yes here. In time. The moon phases, you've got to wait for things to eventuate and things to slowly change. But things will change. Then you've got you being very happy. This is, again, something to do with fertility, pregnancy. And then we got a soulmate attraction. But this is yes. 2 yeses and a maybe. So maybe yes with your question. And now we'll do Sagittarius. I'm just going to put a tick on Cancer. Cancer was done. We'll have a look at Sagittarius. Hey there, James. Thank you, James. I'll just go and check PayPal after this and write down any other names that have paid. And Mama B, we need Meh question. There's Meh's question. I can see it there. Now, this is for everybody that's Sagittarius out there. This is messages for Sagittarius people, as well as think in your mind about a yes or no. But this is general terms for everyone that is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we have something that you're thinking about. Don't overreact to something. Don't act on impulse at this stage. This can be where you go, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to call this person, tell them that's it, I'm finished. Or it can be, I'm going to walk out on my job today. So this can be impulsive actions. It can be where you're wanting to do something, you need it now. That's for Sagittarius. We also have the Emperor here. Now, for some of you out there, you may be taking control of the situation, taking control of the job, a relationship, your health matters, whatever it may be. The Emperor can mean that. It can mean that you're getting your power, taking your power back. The other thing it can mean is this is childish behavior and this is somebody stepping in to sort something out. And your other card is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is there's lots of options being presented to Sagittarius at this time. A lot of wishes coming true. We do have a pregnancy kind of feel in this reading. This would be the father. This would be the child. This would be the options about what you're going to be doing, who's going to be the dad, where you're going to go on this journey. And this would be the 9 months of a baby eventually coming. So for some Sagittarian people out there, there's something to do with pregnancy. Yes or no? These two are yes, and this is a definite yes, so I'm going to say it's a yes. So whatever you're thinking about, Sagittarius, right now, you're getting a yes here, but there is a caution with that yes, Be careful what you're wishing for and what you're planning, because the Seven of Cups, not everything that you're offered or you're thinking about doing is a good thing. Okay, so just be warned, be careful with that. James, we know that you're Gemini. James, sorry, I still haven't done that candle thing for you. We'll just write Gemini down for James. We've done Sag and we've done Rocky. Let me just go and check PayPal. I think up next we've got Meh with her question. And we did have a super chat, I believe. Somebody paid a super chat. I'll check that in a sec. So we've got James with a double mini. And plus his star sign. Double min. Now, if I've already read your main star sign, like I've read Cancer and Sagittarius, if that's your main star sign and you now want me to look at your moon sign, you can put your moon sign on there. But we're going to have Gemini and we're still going to do Aries. So if you're one of the other star signs that I haven't wrote down yet, just tell Mama B and we'll, when I get time in between readings, we'll have a look at those signs. But as I'm doing readings for the paid readings, I will be doing those people's star signs at the end with a yes and no incorporated into the star sign. That's just so that the people sitting watching get a little bit of a chance at all of that. Oh, I've opened the wrong thing there. All right, let me just scroll back. I seen a super chat. Now, when did the super chat come in? Before or after the payments? Nisha. You've only paid $5 US there, Nisha. Did you pay before? I thought there was a yellow super chat. The super chats are actually $10 US for a reading, and you've paid half. And even on PayPal, it's $7 US for a mini reading. So you'll need to either pay another $5, or I can change the question to like more of a yes and no with a little bit of detail in there. Anyway, it's up to you. You're going to pay, because I don't do the $7 chat on a super chat because they take too much of the money, Nisha. Now, just for people that aren't aware, with super chat, yes, it's a great feature for people to use it. Unfortunately, what they do is they take about 28 or 29%, and that $5 that you've paid me there, I won't get it probably until, I don't know. I just got paid a couple of days ago for December, January, and I don't think I got paid February. So I probably won't get February or March until maybe April. Yeah, people with big channels, they get paid every month because they got lots of money coming in from advertising and everything. But because I'm live, the only money I'm getting is the donations. So I have to wait, plus they take a big chunk. So in future, if anybody wants to pay, please use PayPal. You have 3 options, 7, 10 and $12 US over there at PayPal. You get a mini reading or a detailed reading or something in between. Okay, so we'll write Nisha down. And at this stage, I'm doing a mini on Nisha with that question. So she can either, I'm going to give you the option, Nisha, to pay the extra $2 US, even though I'm not going to get it. But in future, it's $10 US. If you pay the extra 5, Nisha, we will read like in between a mini and a detailed reading. Okay. So next I'm doing another mini. So you'll see a mini, what that looks like. Then after that, I'm doing the star sign for Meh. Then I'll be moving on to Katie with a detailed reading. Then I think Nisha came in before James. So 1, 2, 3, Nisha's number 4, and then James is number 5. Okay, so James will be a double mini. So you'll be able to see a mini reading followed by a detailed reading, Nisha. All right, thank you. Let's get on to, sorry guys, thank you for your patience, guys. We get some newbies that come in and they're not too sure about what's going on. Meh, would it be beneficial for me to go out of the state to attend a hair event? I'm a Capricorn. Okay, so we're going to be looking at Capricorn with a yes and no. So if anybody's in the room waiting on a free reading and your star sign is Capricorn, think about your yes or no when we get there. Okay, so this is a mini. Okay, we can start the clock because it's already set. I noticed that that clock didn't make an alarm before it was flashing, telling me it was finished, but it didn't do an alarm. Thank you, Nisha. So we're doing the $10 reading for you. Thank you, Nisha. Thank you very much. All right, so this is Meh. Okay, Meh. Should Meh attend the hair event that is out of the state? I'm assuming it's going to cost you a bit of money to get there, accommodation if you're going to stay there, transport, food while you're there. But I always think that these hair events and that, I used to, my niece was in one. She was one of the models that was in one of these events, and they are very beneficial to the hairdressers or the people studying. So I'm thinking it's a yes. So should Meh attend this hair event that's outside of her state? This is a big yes. You're going to get something very beneficial out of this with that 8 and 9 of hearts there. Meh. If everybody's wondering what I'm putting down here, I'm actually spelling out her real name, which I know, and she doesn't like me saying it on camera. So if ever you make a payment and you don't want your real name said, please let Mama B know and let me know when you make a PayPal payment. Say, don't say my name. My name's Meh or whatever online. This is the traveling. This is where you're in two minds about what you want to do. You want to go, you want to do this, you want to go with this group of people, but there's hesitation and fear. This is your fears. Basically, it's just fears. It's not working out the way you thought it would. It's not in a place where you want to really go. Maybe somebody said, that's okay, my auntie lives there, we can stay there. And maybe somebody sort of lets you down with how you're going to get there or where you're going to stay. But if you go, this is very beneficial. This is you feeling very contented, very happy, and you'll be with people that are like you. And you'll think, oh my God, this is like being with my family or something. This matches with me. So I'm thinking this is a big fat yes about traveling there. There is somebody disappointing you here. You need to focus on your own ideas. Work out how much is it going to cost you to get there. How are you traveling there? Are you going on a train, a plane, a boat? Like, how are you getting there? Where are you going to stay when you get there? Or are you going to turn around and come back the same day? Just make sure you work everything out. I do see you getting stressed about working out the fine details. I also see either your mother, your father, somebody who looks after you or cares about you, worrying about you going there. You know, like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? You know, you shouldn't go there. So I do feel there's some sort of influence trying to steer you to not do it. And there's also somebody disappointing you because you thought they'd help you or they'd pay or they'd give you a place to stay or something. If you go, you've got 8 and 9 of hearts. Very, very nice, very good energy. If you don't go, I feel like there's the disappointment and stuff like that, okay? So let's just have a look at some more details on this for you before the buzzer goes off. So your main question, should you go? I'm thinking yes. If you can organise where you're going to stay, how you're going to get there, how much it's all going to cost, can you do it? This may be something official, like I don't know in your country over there what you have in regards to assistance, like any kind of government assistance as a student. Because we have all sorts of things out here for students that get free travel if they go across the border and things like that. And there's other things where they give you, you know, like different colleges and that have places like dorms and stuff where you can stay while you're there for like $20 or whatever. So look into all the details of what you can do when you're there. Okay. All right, let's see. Excuse that. My husband has a friend over that comes over and plays snooker with him while I'm online. And he just came down to use the bathroom that's in this part of the house. All right, Meh, should you go? This is a good reading. I think that more than just going to this hair thing is going to happen there. So if there's other things you could be doing while you're there, maybe even thinking about moving to that state. You know, you might think, shit, I want to live here. I like this place. This is you going on the journey. So it looks like you're going. This is you with the invitation and the structure and learning. And this is you looking at all the options before you even leave. This is you finally feeling like this is balanced. This is what needs to happen. This is you following along the traditional lines. So that can involve, if you've got family or very close friendships with somebody that lives there, maybe tapping into that while you're there so you can spend a bit more time there. This also is, the Nine of Pentacles is usually about cashing in and getting some money paid to you. It did have a legal card above it. So like I said, there may be some sort of government funding or something that can be offered to help out. This here would be a father figure or somebody like that that would support you with this journey. This here is where you will be shown something that opens up the doorway to something new. Because it's like you might be getting bogged down and bored with what you're doing, Meh. This would be something new that offers you a new opportunity. And then here we got the rescuing card where somebody is helping you out to do this. So I'm feeling a big fat yes about you going to this thing out of state, but I think more is going to come than what you believe of this journey. There will be struggles to do it, possibly financial. I'm not too sure. There may be somebody in the family that's telling you they don't want you to go there. They're scared about you going there, whatever. I think everything will be fine, especially if these two cards sitting right here. And this here is your passion and your desire. There may be even some sort of love connection or something that's going on there. Anyway, that's what we got for you. Let's do a quick yes and no. A quick yes and no for me. Quick yes and no for me. Up next we have Katie with a detailed reading. Katie, can we have your question, or is it in... I'll just go and check PayPal again, make sure there's no other new payments. Lisa has paid. Okay, I'm going to check on Lisa. Okay, Meh, just think about your yes and no. We have a yes. Yes, yes, yes. No more to look at here. We'll do your star sign now, which was Capricorn. This is the invitation. This is you applying and getting what you need. This is also your dreams, your wishes, things coming true. And this is you with another invitation. You also have a love invitation thing here. So there's something love coming up in your reading today. Meh. Anyway, let's do your star sign. So for everybody that's Capricorn, we have already done Cancer and Sagittarius. So you'll have to, we should have done timestamps, Mama B. I don't know if you can go backwards and find the timestamps now. It's too bad we haven't got Crystal online. Lisa, is there any way, Lisa, can you go back on my stream and then see what time I did Cancer and what timestamp I did Sagittarius? That would be fantastic. And then put it in the comments or put it on here and I'll write it down. And then at the end of my stream, I'll write down all the timestamps for the star signs today. So it's star signs and a yes and no. So so far we've done Cancer and Sagittarius. Cancer was done right at the very beginning of the stream, and Sagittarius was done at the last mini reading. So this one's starting at 34, I'll put 34.30 minutes for Capricorn. Okay, and let me wait till I get to 30 seconds. So this is going to be for Capricorn. So this is a yes and no, as well as a mini reading for everybody that's Capricorn. Now you might be a Capricorn moon like me, which would be all about your emotional side of things and what's going on. So here we go. This is starting now. This is for Capricorn for this week or today. This could be your star sign, your moon sign, or your rising. So here we go, Capricorn. This is messages. Now, if you have a little message in your head and you want a yes or no answer, ask that right now in your mind. Anyone that's Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to hear and what is the answer? we have, as far as a yes and no goes, we've got a yes here. This was debatable about it being yes or no, Capricorn, because of the Two of Swords is where you're confused. And you're sort of like, should I, shouldn't I, will they, won't they? But this is somebody that's being solid and true, committed to a journey, something long term. It could be a earth sign that's showing up around you at the moment, apart from yourself, which is earth sign. This can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that's shown up in your reading. We've also got, yeah, Taurus again. So we've got Taurus here, we got Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn here. So in your own reading, we got some other factors coming in here. So what do I think's going on for Capricorn at the moment? I think that there's been some sort of decision, maybe a disagreement about something. There's been something bothering you, Capricorn, maybe keeping you awake at night, maybe making you feel a bit off about a particular person or a situation. This could be a doctor. It could be a medical decision that you're doing at the moment, Capricorn. It could be a money decision that's going on at the moment. It could be that you're just dealing with somebody that has this star sign. This person would normally be somebody's husband, somebody's father, somebody's boss. So this is somebody that's sort of long-term commitment and been there. This over here is normally to do with a marriage. So there may be some sort of marriage agreement going on at the moment. Bottom of the deck, what did we have? We had the Emperor. So someone could be using forceful energy at the moment. And also the Emperor could represent Aries energy at the moment. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I actually have the list of the star signs with the different cards, because not all of them, I don't know all of them. I don't really work with the star signs too much, but yeah, so that's Aries energy, that is Taurus energy, and this is earth sign energy. What I am noticing with Capricorn is this week, for some reason, there's a lot of male dominant kind of energy around you. So there may be some firm decisions coming up around financial situations, medical situations, even marriage situations. Nothing much about love or anything like that for Capricorn just now. Anyway, that's what we've got there. This could be supporting energy and doing something the old school way as well, the traditional way, you know, getting back to the groundings, back to how things should be and how things feel right. So that's Capricorn. Okay, up next, I'm just going to check PayPal, and we're on to Katie's detailed reading. Let me have a look. PayPal, have a drink while I'm at it. Oh, okay, we've had some more payments come in here. Katie's question is not here, detailed. We got James with the double mini. We've got Lisa with a mini read for Lisa. Hang on, Lisa, let me just check whether that's American dollars or not. Oh no, that's a $10 read for Lisa. That's a mid read. $10 read for Lisa, and she's number 6. Where is Nisha? Okay, so we've got Katie's detailed, then we're on to Nisha, then James, then Lisa. After that, we have Stephen with 2 detailed readings. Thank you, Stephen. Welcome back. 2 times detailed for Stephen. You're number 7 today, Stephen, one of my favourite numbers. And like I said, you got a name that is close to my heart. And Bethel. Okay, Bethel. Bethel is, what's this one? Is this a detailed reading only, or is it 2 minis? Detailed reading. Okay, so Bethel has her question on PayPal, Mama B. You're number 8, Bethel. Bethel with detail. Okay, so let's get moving. Now, with everybody that I'm reading for, Bethel's is on PayPal. I'll just put PayPal next to it so that your question, I know it's there. Has anybody else put their question on PayPal? No. Okay, so Bethel's the only one with her question on PayPal. Nisha has her question on Super Chat, but we will have to renew that when we get there. So at the moment it's Katie. Katie, you're up. Let's have a look at your question. Let me just get back to this. And so Katie, James, we have your star sign Gemini there. We have already read Cancer, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. We will be reading Gemini. We will be reading Aries. So if you're not any of those star signs, you're a different star sign, please let me know. And Lisa, you are Cancer, so we've already done Cancer. We've got another Lisa that paid. So Lisa, I'm not sure what you are, the one that paid. All right, so let's get on to this without any more discussion. Katie, here we go. Katie's full reading. It's not on PayPal, so we're waiting for Katie at the moment. Where is Katie? We might move on to the next one if Katie's not talking, and we'll come back to her. Okay, we'll go on to Nisha and we'll come back to Katie. I'll just put a star next to her for her detailed reading because we need a question. And then we're on to Nisha. Nisha has donated the $10 now. She did 2 payments of $5. And we've got Pisces there for Lisa. Pisces. Lisa, when we get to you, we'll do Pisces. We'll do Gemini when we do James. And at the moment, we're just waiting for Nisha's star sign. Yeah, no question from Katie. That's fine, Mama B. We'll move on and we'll come back. She's probably gone away having a cigarette or feeding the kids or whatever. So we'll wait till she gets back. Yeah, there's no question on PayPal from her either. All right, Nisha, when will my case manager, Monique, contact me? I'm a Capricorn. Okay, we already did Capricorn, didn't we? No, I'm going to be doing that. What did I just do? I just did Capricorn, didn't I? Yeah, I did. All right, we've already done Capricorn. So Katie was Cap. Thank you, Katie. Okay, that was lucky. We already did the Capricorn. All right, so here we go. So 2 of you are Capricorn. Nisha. Nisha, that's normally, what's the real name of somebody called Nisha? Is that your real name, Nisha? I have heard people called Nisha, but some people use that as a shortening to something longer, like I know some people call themselves Nisa and their name is Vanessa. So yeah, because I work with your first name. Anyway, that's okay. We'll use Nisha and Capricorn. All right, so this is a $10 read. Okay, so that's got to be, I've got to just fix up the clock here. Actually, I'll just fix this clock up. Okay, so at the end of this, we've already done your star sign. So if you've got your moon sign you want me to look at somebody else's star sign for you at the end of this, just let me know when we get to the end of it for you. All right, so your question was about the case manager called Monique. You want to know when will she be contacting you about, you didn't say what, but anyway, when will she be contacting you? So Nisha, the Capricorn, wants to know when Monique, her case manager, will make contact. And what will this be about? Like, how will this turn out for you? How will things go for Nisha? When will Monique be contacting her? When will the case manager, Monique, contact Nisha, the Capricorn? At the end of this, I'm going to give you 2 yes and no's as well for that $10 donation. Mini reads get 1 and $10, and the $12 donations get 2 yes and no's at the end. N-E-E-S-H-A and V-M-O-N-I-Q-U-E. I keep hearing the name Vanessa in my head. I don't know if that's got anything to do with you, Nisha, but usually when I hear somebody else's name, it means something to the person I'm reading. All right, when will this person be contacting you? We have 88s and 99s, so that could be on the 8th or the 9th of March, because we're going into March and we got the 3 there, so the 8th or the 9th of March. I don't know if that's a weekday or a weekend. I haven't looked at the calendar. I know it's the 28th today and it's Tuesday, So next Tuesday will be the 7th. So maybe next Wednesday or Thursday, according to if it's the 8th or the 9th. The 8th or the 9th could also represent 8 or 9 weeks, hopefully not months. But I'm taking a punt that it's probably the 8th or the 9th of when she would contact you, or maybe in 8 days' time, 9 days' time. This is you up here feeling quite happy and anxious at the same time. So you're sort of feeling mixed emotions about what's going on here. You have some strong sort of plan of how everything should be, what you should be getting, what you should be doing. Down here with her, with Monique, this is her with some sort of talk about, this is usually a support figure. So you said she's a case manager and it's something to do with housing. This is something to do with somebody supportive offering something. And it's kind of a surprise, or it's something that you're sort of like, what's that got to do with anything? So she may have found out that you've got some guy that owns a house or something, and you're sort of like, yeah, but what's that got to do with my story? So I feel like she wants to discuss a particular person that normally is the support person. So like I said, this could be a father figure, a big brother, or even a husband or a boyfriend. There is also about some sort of sudden loss and stress, or something where you're discussing this kind of, this is causing me stress, this is causing me problems, I can't work, I can't sleep, you know, like there's a lot of discussion about that. And then she's got a nice surprise for you, because this is about movement and travel. So I'm assuming you're talking about housing. So you're talking about getting a house or getting a new place or moving. This is where you're doing all the fine tuning with Monique. And I was going to say Vanessa again. So yeah, it does look like she's contacting you. It does look like part of the conversation is like where you're folding your arms and saying, what's that got to do with this? But then it turns out where she's discussing plans for your future, about where you're going, when you're going, how much it's going to cost, what the legal things are around the housing. So if you're talking about public housing, I know the waiting list out here, when I was on a waiting list when I was 20 years old, fresh married, the waiting list then was up to 3 years. When my nephew went on the waiting list about 10 years ago, the waiting list then was 10 years. I think it's like 20 years to get public housing now. So this is all the fine tuning, talking about what you'd be responsible for, what she's responsible for, what government assistance is there, what's the insurance, what's the payments and everything. This is you feeling quite contented with the outcome. And she's quite contented, but it does start where you're talking about, this can represent violence. So I don't know if where you're currently living, there is a violent threat there, or something that is very stressful. You need to escape, you need to get away from whatever this is. Because this looks like a personal kind of discussion going on here about stresses, about violence, about you're owed or whatever. And then this is like, how does this plan sound? And then once she puts this plan forward to you, you're feeling quite contented about everything. So I do think she's contacting you. I don't think it's too far away. I think maybe in a week, maybe 2 weeks at the most. I'm fingers crossed and I'm praying that this is what's happening for you. Do be prepared for a bit of, it may be where somebody reported you, or somebody said, look, you know, she doesn't need this, she's living with her dad or whatever. But then that gets sorted out. And it's like you're basically producing documents, or she's found the right documents, and things are going well here. Let's just do some of these for you. No, there's no violence. This can be violence, it can be depression, it can be anger, it can be waiting and frustrating. Yeah, it can be all of those sorts of things, and it can just be stress. A 9 of spades can be like, oh my God, I'm just so stressed, I need to sort this out. but it sometimes can be a roadblock as well when you're buying a house or moving or getting a new job. It can be some sort of legal hiccup or roadblock. Show me Phoenicia. Oh, the clock's working now. Let's just finish this off. Okay. So as you can see, when we do the $12, we do 9 cards and maybe 2 or 3 from the bottom. When we do the $10, we just do the 6 and that. But it's still similar reading. We still got to do your yes and no. And if you gave me a moon sign, we'll have a look at that, or somebody else's star sign. This is really, really good. This is you feeling happy and celebrating that's finally happening. This is you sitting on your throne that everybody's saying, congratulations, it's finally happening for you. This is you celebrating again. Now, this normally, these 3 here, mean somebody in love and getting married and, you know, just doing their journey. This is beautiful energy up here. So you may actually be going to somebody's wedding. There may be some sort of relationship that's just going to cement itself. Down here, there are still some unknown things going on. It could just represent Pisces energy at the moment. There is you holding on to the past, something that you need to just sort it out and let it go now, or somebody else is holding on to it. And you're still hanging around waiting as well. There is still some sleepless nights here at the bottom of the deck. I wouldn't let it go too far because you do have the new beginning that's just around the corner. So things are going to happen, maybe not as quickly as you want them to. There are some challenges along the way here, but then we have a good outcome over here. Just make sure everything's by the book, everything's truthful, everything's going by the laws or whatever it is you've got to do. And it should all work out fine. I do like that you had that 8 and 9 starting in your name, Nisha, because that's like all your dreams and your wishes coming true and feeling like you're finally people get you or they appreciate who you are and what you do. All right, let's do these. Now, this is 2 yes and no's for you, as well as some more information about this contact from Monique. I really hope that you do get contact on the 8th or the 9th. That'll be really, really good. And please come back and tell us if she makes contact. I actually had someone contact me this morning that had a reading yesterday, and she said that it didn't really sort of give her as much as she thought it was going to give her. And then she's contacted me this morning and said, oh my God, you're spot on. The thing that you said, it just happened. And so, yeah, I'm glad. I'm relieved that it's coming out the way that I thought it was going to come out. It was just, I thought it was going to take longer. And she actually had this thing happen pretty much in 24 hours. So maybe this Monique's going to contact you this week and not 8 or 9 days away. Might be 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. So fingers crossed for you. Okay, Nisha, this is yes and no here, and this is yes and no, and this is just final messages on this reading. This would be a maybe no. What have we got? Oh, no, this is maybe yes, sorry. This is yes, this is no, and then the second card was a yes again. This is about money. This is something frustrating, something annoying the shit out of you. And this is other people trying to sabotage things. This here is your desires and what you want. It can represent sex and stuff like that as well, and fertility. This here, this is just messages about the connection. This is probably you or Monique. And this is the good woman, the structured woman. She's the caregiver that, you know, looks after people. This here is learning, being wise with what you choose and what's going on. Very wise words or something is there. Now, this is another yes or no question for you. This is you don't know yet. Don't know. This is where you've got to really, really look and examine something. This is the tower, but it's not like the tarot. This is not a tower of destruction where everything's going to go wrong. This is a tower where you climb up to the top and you watch what's going on and you work out what you need to do. So this is basically doing research, really. This here is telling you just to slow down and wait. Don't try and get something to happen like that. It's going to happen when it needs to happen. So that's just waiting game. Now, we already did your star sign, which was Capricorn. Did we come up with another sign you want me to look at. If you want me to look at some other sign, just let me know and we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Moving right along, has Katie turned up with her question? Katie, a full reading. Katie's still not here giving her question. Let me just go and check. Okay, so that was Nisha. Now we're on to James if Katie's not here. Katie, is Katie here? Let me go and check if PayPal, if she's left any kind of message. I'm pretty sure there was no message there. No, there's nothing there at all. She's in America. What's CO? Is that Colorado or something? So I don't know what time it is for her and what she's doing. But anyway, Katie, Katie, are you here? If not, James, let's have a look at your two questions. Now, everybody else, you need to please be patient. We've got Lisa, Stephen, Bethel, and oh, we have another payment from Minnie. Another reading here for Denise. Thank you, Denise. Did that just come in now? That must have just come in now. Denise, number 9. Okay, so that one's done. No, that's not done. That's not done. That one's done. No, it's not done, Betty. Oh, stop ticking things. All right, so the only question I've got on here is Bethel. So when we get to Bethel, she's number 8. James is number 5, but we still got Katie to do if she turns up. If Katie doesn't turn up, I don't know, I'll just have to reimburse the money backwards. But I've only been online for nearly an hour now, so we'll see how things are going. I'll just check on something. Yeah, while that's still sitting out there, I'm staying online. What is that? Oh, it's off the chair. I thought it's metal and I don't know where it came from. All right, what are we doing? So Katie's still not answering. Just Lisa, I'm going to put you in charge of just put Katie in capital letters. Please post your question. Please post your question. Just every now and again, Lisa, can you just keep touching base to see if Katie has come into the room? Much appreciated. All right, so James, at the end of James, we'll be doing Gemini. So we'll take notice of what the timestamp is when we get there. So here we go, James, with your question. I'm just going to have a drink as well. James, let me have a quick drink. James' question is, oh, so you joined up with him. We asked this before about whether it was a good thing, and I said it was, but it was delayed or something. So here we go. James and Steve have joined together. Another Steve and another Steve. I like seeing that name. It's better than another name I've been seeing a lot. Okay. I feel like it's somebody from the other side because the person I know is on the other side. I feel like they're trying to say, hey, I'm here. It's all good. You joined up with Steve selling the wellness products. How is this situation going to go between James and Stephen? Okay, don't get alarmed, James, with the black cards there. This is all the legal stuff. I don't know what kind of products these are. You said they're health and wellness products, did you? Selling wellness products. So I'm assuming you're talking about oils or seeds or, I don't know. just be careful with the whole legal stuff that's in your state or your country. Or like, I know here, if you sell a massage oil, let's say, and it's to help with sleep, and then you've put particular oils in it like lavender, ylang ylang, whatever, you have to have every ingredient and put warnings on there that this might contain nuts. Or so this card here is telling me about insurance, legal matters. It's also telling me that you're stressing yourself about this, you know, what if it doesn't work? This is telling me a steady flow of money that will start. This is also telling me something to do with your heart not being in it. There may have been some plan you had of what you feel how it's going to grow, but this Steve guy has kind of a different slant on how things are going to go. So I feel like the upside down Ace of Hearts is just where there's a bit of a disappointment with whatever this is. And when we've got an 8 of clubs with a 6 of diamonds, this would be the efforts you're putting in, 8 hours worth of work, but you feel like you're getting 6 hours worth of pay. So the money's not great to start with. But then eventually it's like you might have to branch out and add some different things into what you're doing. It's also that if it was a one-man show with what you're selling, the money would be great, but because you've got to divide the money, it may be that if he's the one sourcing the product, he's the one that did the branding, and you're just sort of coming along and putting, I don't know, $1,000 towards whatever, and he's put 10,000. Of course, he's going to be taking more of the cut and you're going to get less of the cut. So I don't know how you're planning all of this, but that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that it's good, but you're wanting a bit more. For him personally, I see that he's got personal stress issues. He may have lost somebody, or he may have had some big argument recently. So I do see that there may be some sort of personal issue going on with him. He may have even sustained some sort of injury. And he's sort of in the thick of whatever that is. But business-wise, this is him saying, let's branch out, let's take this somewhere else, not just sell things online, but let's actually go to different states or different expos, you know, like he's going to both go to some expo and sell these products at the expo to branch out. So he's got big plans for where this is going to go, and his plans are going to start to fall into place. But for you, I just see that you've joined forces with him, but you're sort of slightly below him. Like, it's not completely even partners doing it 50-50. It's more like where you're getting a good amount, but he's getting a lot better amount. You know, like there's probably a 10% difference, maybe a little bit more. I'm not seeing that it's without its struggles. This can be where he's thinking, oh, look, let's just stop. You know, let's regroup and start again. But then I just feel that this is some personal issue he's got going on at the moment. Maybe he's going through a divorce, or maybe his mother's not well, or like I just feel that there's some sort of stressful issue around him that he didn't see coming. But then this business area, it's showing me good stuff. So let's just do these for you, James. Just 3 of these for the mini reading. Show me more about James and Steve's business adventure selling wellness products. Katie's still not responding. Just every now and again, Lisa, as soon as that goes off the screen, then I want you to post it again. Katie, are you here? Please post your question. James, this is your own internal battle here. This is you fighting with yourself. Oh, should I, shouldn't I don't know. Oh my God. I feel like that's where you want to say something to this Steve guy, but you might sort of second guess and think, I'll just wait and see how things go. The Hermit card would be you withdrawing into your own self. It could just mean Virgo energy is around you at the moment. Maybe this Steve guy is a Virgo. I don't know. 2 that I know are Virgos. 2 Steves. Anyway, then we've got the judgment there. Judgment normally in business to me always means success. Means something will finally work. It'll finally come to pass. It'll finally come out. Yeah, I always see that like a victory card. At the bottom here, we've just got communication going on. You need to keep communicating what it is, what your ideas are, what his ideas are. If you see fault with something this Steve guy wants to do, speak about it. Don't say, oh, you shouldn't do this. Just say, oh, you know, when you're doing blah, blah, blah. I was thinking the other day, maybe we could save money if we did blah, blah, blah. You know, and then say, what do you think about that? And then we see what Steve has to say about that. Don't use the word why. Everybody watching me, whenever you're talking to somebody, if you say why when you're having a conversation with someone you love or someone you work with, the word why implies that they've done something wrong. So whenever you're having a conversation with someone and you want to point something out to them, don't say, oh, well, why did you do that? Because you're saying to them that they did something wrong. You say, when you were doing da-da-da, what were you thinking about when you did da-da-da? Then you're just asking a question. You're not implicating or whatever. So anyway, James, that's just a bit of a psychological conversation I'm bringing into your business plan that's going on here. But yeah, I do feel that this Steve guy that you're associated with, he may have sustained some sort of injury. There may be some sort of something in his past. I don't know. I just feel there's a personal thing going on around him that may interfere with what you're doing. But it did look like a good outcome in the end. It does look like a good outcome. So let's do a yes and no, and then we're going to do a he is a Virgo. There you have it. That's all it meant. It just meant Virgo and victory and success. Okay, so it just meant Virgo, victory, success, and discussions and more work as well. Because the Eight of Wands can be work and being busy as well and planning, all this planning. So yes or no, James? Just think about that right now. And plus we'll just get some more messages about you and Steve. Isn't that funny? The Steve I know is Virgo. What about Stephen Harbour on here? What's your star sign, Stephen? All this name Stephen's coming up all over the place. Rhonda's name, her son's name is Stephen. On here I've got a Stephen. You're teamed up with this Stephen. I'm just hearing this name Stephen every bloody day at the moment. There's another name I'm hearing which I won't mention, which I'd prefer that just disappears one day. Isn't it funny how a name can spark something in a person? All right, James, yes or no? Here we go. Plus messages about your business transactions with him. Okay, we'll just reshuffle these. This is yes or no, plus business transactions between James and Steve. How's this all going to go? Yes or no? That's a yes. It's a yes. Okay, so all the unknowns, everything that might be a bit stressful or trying to get this thing off the ground, it will clear. You will finally know which way you're going, and then you've got luck on your side. This is like the four-leaf clover. It's lucky. So that's really good with the business, but that's a yes with whatever your question was. And these two messages are, you may actually meet someone through this business adventure. This is the desirable woman. This can be fertility, it can be sexual, it can be just straight out sex fun, see you later. But this can also mean someone shining to the top, someone that gets noticed. So these wellness products, you may be discussing who would be the best person to put at the front to promote these products. The other thing is a very good fortunate omen coming your way. This is something coming in the form of a letter, an email, and it's an introduction to something that's things you've been planning on to make money. Okay, so now we'll do the Gemini at the end of your second question, okay? So what was the second question? Elisa, welcome back. Was there another payment before that? Okay, Elisa has paid for the detailed reading. Elisa, when you can, please get PayPal, please. I don't have any other money options. They have not allowed me to use, I I can't think, but Mama B was telling me about these other money options to use, and Crystal was telling me about them. I've looked into them. They're not available in Australia. The only thing I've got in Australia is if you're in Australia, you can do private readings and do direct deposit into my bank. If you are just doing an online reading, please use PayPal. Yeah, the super chat option, I just won't get that money. I only just got paid. Remember the guy that gave me the $100 donation towards my car back in end of January? I think it was the last week of January. I think it was around the 20th of January. I only got paid that last week. That's how long it took me to get that money. And it was, instead of the 100, it was 28% was missing. So it was about, what was that, $72 instead of the full 100. Anyway, it is what it is. So Alyssa, was it Alyssa? Elisa, you are number 10. Have we had word from Katie yet to come back to Katie after James's second question? There's James's second question. Will I be entering a romantic relationship soon? Well, it did look like it in that reading there. Maybe through this adventure with Steve. He must be a good guy with a name like that and a star sign like that. The ones I know are good people. I actually know another one. There's one that's a relative in the family. Totally forgot about that one. Don't know much about him. It's very quiet. And I wouldn't have a clue what his star sign is. Okay. Will James enter into romantic relationship soon? Show me when and who. Will James be entering to romance soon? I'm going to sit that on my lap for clarity. James entering a romance soon. There she is, and there's the friendship, sex, fun. This is a lot of desire going on. I feel that she has been married and the marriage just fell apart, and she's going through some sort of drama, maybe with one child or something like that. So I do feel this person's already had a child that you're going to be with. The double twos could mean how long away this is. I mean, we're at the end of February now, so it's obviously not happening in February. But it could be in 2 weeks, could be in 2 days, could be in 2 months. I don't think it's 2 years. All right, we got triple threes here. Be very careful because you've got 2 women here. Okay, this is someone very desirable, friendship, fun. This may just be fun and friendship. You got another one down here. Just be very, very careful that somebody doesn't come into your life that still has somebody with them. You know, like they might be having problems with their boyfriend or their husband, and you make them laugh and you make them feel better. Just be careful not to enter into that kind of relationship, James, because triple threes, especially 2 black ones, can represent third party. And in this case, being that you're not with anybody, you would be the third party. But there's definitely 2 women have come out. Normally we don't get the female cards, which is a good sign. We do have a 2, which would mean a black 2 there. This is something where I feel that you think that this would be something. She's still on the fence about it, but there's a definitely sexual attraction and friendship there. Let's just do some of these. Show me James and a romantic adventure. What star sign will she be? What kind of relationship will he go into? I have to get that thing done. I'm going to get that. Where is the blue candle? I have to get that blue candle out and do it today. James, I'll need you to send me in WhatsApp your birthday. I know it's the 12th of June, but I can't remember what year. So your birth date. I know your name's James Helen. And I know your star sign's Gemini. I know that you do Reiki and yoga. But like, if you've got something that's your favorite thing, or you just love dark chocolate, or you, I don't know, you like a special football team or something that if you had to describe yourself in so many words, or what makes you you, just things like that, you know. Like I had somebody that asked me to do something and they told me that the person's name, what job they do, their favorite thing was cats, and then they said they like drinking. They like getting drunk. I went, okay, fair enough. They like alcohol. Anyway, James, here we go. You in a romantic relationship. I do think it may be an air sign. I remember talking to you when we did a private read, and you said that you wouldn't mind being with, like, was it an Aquarius, a Libra? And I sort of went 2 air signs together. I'm not too sure. Now, that could represent you yourself, that you've been looking and searching and you feel like it's getting to be a burden about this whole thing. And then you're like, I'm out of here. I'm going to do my thing. There is a battle which I feel is within your own self about who you want, what you want, when it's going to happen. Usually when people just say, that's it, not looking for it anymore, everybody comes out the woodwork. Everybody wants to know James. Everybody wants to go out with James. Everybody wants to meet you. And then next thing you know, you're not just talking about this one person. You're talking about 3 or 4 different people and thinking, shit, which one will I go out with? You are holding on to different people from the past or situations and all of that. Whilst you're doing that, it's creating burden and problems for you moving forward. Now, I do know you keep asking questions about Patty. You've been asking about Patty since the very first time you come on my channel. There's nothing wrong with that. She's obviously someone very close to your heart. It could be her. It could be that whilst you're holding on, waiting to see if that's going to happen, nothing will happen. In regards to somebody coming in. This is you going on your journey, rushing to make it happen, and then this is you hanging around waiting for it. This is you battling with yourself. This is you working on the right thing. So I do feel this is an indicator of where this person would come from. It's coming through from work. Every time I look at your reading about who you're going to meet and where you're going to meet them, it's coming through from work. This is indicating to me about a earth sign, but it could be fire. A lot of people said that's fire. This would be air. So she's definitely there. We got 333s, we got 22s. That can be time frame. That can be weeks or months. It can represent February or March. You may have already met this person during February, and then you're going to, and you may have not even taken any notice of her. And then maybe it's going to develop more. But there's definitely a sexual friendship fun thing going on there, and something that you will be working on. You will be working at it. So that's what we get there, James. Let's do yes and no, and then we'll go on to Gemini. Has Katie turned up yet? No Katie still? Everyone, I think I'm going to be going offline very soon. So we'll get there when we get there. Okay, James, so this is the yes and no again, as well as last sort of messages about the connection relationship thing that you want to know about. All right, let's see what we get there for you, James. So this one will be your yes and no, as well as messages about will you be in a connection. Okay, this is yes and no. This is like the last one. This is a yes, okay? So this is being in the right place at the right time, lucky. This is something to do with traveling. But this is also the unknown and the secrets and all of that sort of thing going on there. All right, now this one here. Be careful, James. Be careful to not get involved in somebody else's drama. So some damsel in distress and her husband or a boyfriend is upset her and, oh, James, you always make me feel better and be there, be a shoulder to cry on, but don't go too far with it, because just be careful. This can be where something turns around and bites you in the ass. You just got to find the direction, James. You got to find out what the direction is of which way you're going to go with things. Do you want to keep holding on and waiting for something, or do you want to move forward. Hang on a sec, guys. I'm going to do Gemini in a minute. Okay, Mama B, let's close everything. What have we got next? James, we're going to do your star sign. So we've done your double mini. After your star sign, we've got Lisa. Lisa is a Pisces, so we'll be doing Pisces up next. So what is the timing for James's reading? 1 hour and 20. 1 hour and 20 is Gemini. Okay. This is for Gemini. So all of you Gemini people out there, or if you know somebody or you love somebody that's Gemini, this is for the Gemini people out there. Hopefully, James, one day we're going to look at your love life cards and it's going to be full on and fantastic. It's always a little bit wishy-washy. Okay, so Lisa, you just want general messages and you're Pisces. All right, no problem. Okay, so this is for Gemini, guys. This is all for Gemini people out there. One more shuffle, Gemini. Nice, nice. Why didn't this come out before in your reading? Okay, Gemini, this is an invitation. This can be an invitation to a wedding. It can be an invitation to a birthday party. It can be an invitation to school. It can be a job, a promotion. But basically, Geminis, you're on some sort of new agenda, some sort of new learning curve. Now, in the case of James, James has just teamed up with somebody called Steve, the Virgo. And we'll read Virgo for you, James. Not right now, but we'll read Virgo soon. To look at Virgo, so stick around, James, and we'll see what's going on in the Virgo world. Yeah, so basically this is an invitation to start, to learn, to grow. Over here, you will be making some swift decisions. Now, you may be dealing with another air sign, or this just could be your energy at the moment, Gemini. You may also be dealing with a earth sign. So we've got Leo, not Leo, sorry. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and makes a lot of sense. James is Gemini, air sign, and the person he's teamed up with is Virgo, earth sign. So there we go. That's coming out for you, James. This is going to be a successful adventure. Whether this is a romantic adventure that Gemini is going through right now and you're teaming together with somebody going on a new path, it's like all your dreams and wishes coming true. For some of you out there, this may be an announcement coming in. This is the doctor. This is the person telling you the happy news. Somebody's having a baby. So there is news for some Geminis out there about pregnancy. I'd have to say with the 2 knights, it's a baby boy. Bottom of the deck, Gemini, at the moment, you're being told to trust in your own gut, trust in your own instincts and follow through what it is that you want. Okay, yes or no for Gemini? Think about your question, Gemini. Yes or no? I'm giving it a yes. These 2 cards are sort of yes or no. This card here would be if you trust in your instincts, yes. But this is wishes coming true. So I'm going to give you a yes there. This is pretty forceful energy there as well, Gemini. It's time to do whatever it is you want to do. Take the ropes and go and do it. Thank you, James. Thank you, Geminis. And Lisa. Lisa is having a $10. She did a $10 donation, didn't she? So James is done. We still haven't got Katie back in the room. Okay, I'm just going to go and close everything now. Shut all the readings down now. Stream elements. Turn off PayPal. Turn off yes or no. Turn off super chat. Turn on closed. Remind me, Mama B, to go back into that and turn that back on when I'm finished. All right, so that's all turned off. We now have everything's closed now. Donations, all readings are now closed. We're finishing up now. So let's get on with the last ones. What are we deleting, Mama B? Is that somebody that being nasty or something? Please make sure you screenshot things, Mama B, if something like that goes on, and send it to me so I can see what it is. Okay. Lisa, general reading, $10 donation, and she's Pisces. Okay, so Lisa, here we go. $10 reading. I have to put that on. Oh no, I've got it there. General messages for Lisa, the Pisces. General messages. What does Lisa need to know? What does Lisa... Oh, you're just removing that person asking about a reading. There is no free readings, and all the donation readings are now closed for the day. I don't know when I'll be back online, maybe Thursday or Friday. So you'll have to wait till then. I may be doing a few free readings if I'm online tomorrow. Okay, Lisa, general messages for Lisa. Wow, Lisa. This is pretty stressful stuff. What I do like is right at the end, this Eight of Hearts. This is like where stress, problems, fights, disagreements, things just not going the way you thought. This is where you're like, finally, it's all coming together. Let's just look at, because you've asked for general, I'm going to have to tell you about work, health, love, money, the whole lot. There is nothing to do with money here. So we're going to start with health. Any health related matter, I'm seeing an injury here. I'm seeing things like headaches, back pain, injury. I don't know. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's you or somebody you're looking after. It does have male energy here, but it also has female energy here. So health related matters could be something to do with female hormones or male hormones. It could be injuries. It could also be something that's to do with the thyroid. It may be something to do with where it's gone through family members, and there could be something very stressful here in regards to somebody that's not well. Now, if there is something going on to do with unhealthy things or injuries, this is telling me that finally there's going to be an answer. This is something that will work. This could simply be that this is the wrong kind of food, the wrong kind of atmosphere, and this would be where everything starts to make sense. This would be eating good. This would be getting exercise, getting sunshine, celebrating life, feeling happy and contented. That's a health-related reading. Relationships. This shows me a strained relationship. Somebody either not talking or not listening. Somebody feeling a bit stressed when they're at home, feeling like they're invisible sometimes. A bit of sadness, a lot of chatter going on up in the person's mind. A relationship that's hanging by a thread here. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be brother-sister, mother-father. It can be people that work together. It looks like it's been hard, whatever this is, because this is where somebody's hanging around the wrong crowd, listening to the wrong people. Maybe people are jealous. Maybe people are trying to ruin something. The good news, again, is that we have this Eight of Hearts on the end. So whatever this is like something's finally coming to make things feel better. So let's just look at your name a second time. Now, I know your name's only Lisa, which is 4 letters. I've put 7 cards down because your name's only 4 letters, okay? Okay. Some stuff will pick up. Some stuff will be a lot better. Have you got somebody in spirit at the moment, Lisa, or more than one person? Because this is someone trying to present themselves here. Now, this person crossed over. They possibly had something wrong in the bowel, the bladder, the uterus. It could have even been a lost pregnancy. It could be problems with fertility. It's making me feel stressed looking at this reading. It's making me feel like there's been an overload. If it's to do with work, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work and running around but it's you giving yourself, but not being appreciated or something at the same time. Down here, you're very, very passionate and entwined with somebody. There's a lot of love here, a lot of love over here. It's like you're trying to turn something off and be cold, or someone's doing that to you. There has been someone that you either disconnected from them long ago, or they disconnected from you, because the black threes side by side is usually a third party interference that has come in, caused some problems. Now, when I say third party, I don't mean somebody running off and sleeping with somebody. It can be, but it can simply be somebody at work interfering. It can be somebody in the family interfering. Black threes normally is where you cut that person out and you say, this is not doing me any good. I'm sorry that this reading is looking like this. I don't know why these cards come out for you today. Health-related matters look like they will get back on track, but it's not something that's going to go away. It does look like it comes good for a duration, but then it's still there, but it's monitored and it's okay. Work-wise, work is pretty hectic, and then it tames down and it starts to feel more structured and more flowing. You are needing to cut something out, let something go. You're looking back over what was said, who said what, who was involved. Don't put yourself where you don't feel it's right. This is where you feel comfortable, happy, appreciated, loved. This is where you feel that you're doing something for somebody else, but you don't really feel comfortable. I'm going to get tarots out to see if we get a different picture here for you, Lisa, even though the bell's going to go any second now for this $10 reading. I just want to do a 9 spread. Actually, we'll do the 6 card spread. That should be enough. Show me general messages for Lisa. What's going on here with Lisa? There is a turnaround, Lisa. When things feel good, you need to really savor that and really throw all your energies into things that make you happy and make you positive. And if you have been through some loss and some stress and some grief and everything, whoever they are, they're trying to let you know that they're still here, that they're around you, because we got, like, what was it, the 3s and the 8s. So that's March and August. It may be coming up to somebody's anniversary with March coming in. 3, you had 3 3s, so 3, 6 and 9. Those numbers might mean something. They might be dates. And the 8s is 8 and 16, so those dates might mean something. Those numbers might mean something. Show me more for Lisa, general messages. Oh, you're back, Stephen, just in time, because you're up next. So get your question on the board, because I'm closing for the day. Okay, Lisa, these are a little bit of extra messages. See, bottom of the deck, we've got this defensive wall. So I think that if you've been hurt, or people have been abusing your trust or your friendship or whatever it is, you do need that wall up. You need your boundaries. You need to reassess who should be let in and who should be kept out. Whether this is work, family, whatever this situation is. Right here, your first 2 cards are beautiful. This is an offer of love, stability, somebody being supportive, and this is you reaching for the stars, reaching for your dreams. Now, this could be a water sign, and this could be an air sign, Aquarius in particular. Now, we also have this defensive and putting the wall up again. This is you stating boundaries and saying, no, I'm not going to do this anymore, and this is how things are going to be. This is you being told to just be patient with something. Everything will come when it's meant to come. Here, don't give up on what your instincts are. You need to trust in what your brain is telling you. If something feels wrong, it's probably wrong. If something feels great, it's probably great. So whatever your intuition is trying to tell you, whatever your spirit energies are trying to tell you at this time, Lisa, you need to trust in that, because you will be victorious in whatever this thing is. So that's what we got there for you today, Lisa. The tarots were a lot more subdued and nice energy, apart from a bit of putting a wall up. But those cards were really nice messages there. The poker deck, for some reason, was quite black. All right. So let's do a yes or no. Just think about a yes or no. And final messages for Lisa today. Final messages for Lisa. And then we're going to do Lisa's star sign, which is Pisces. So for all you Pisces people, we're going to do Pisces up next. So Stephen, I'm doing something different today. I'm doing all the star signs after the readings. So whatever your star sign is, Stephen, we'll have a look at that. Okay, this is your yes or no. And you'll get 2 questions, Lisa. So just think about a yes or no in your mind. That is a maybe, maybe. Maybe, maybe, maybe yes. You need to focus on yourself at this time. I think you've been giving too much of yourself to others. And it's not been beneficial. This is telling you to get more information, have a good look before you speak, before you act. This is also telling you something's going to just take some time. This here, yes or no. So we didn't get an answer there. This is yes and definitely yes. Okay, this is very nice energy here. You're being told about any invitations, anything like that. This is where you're going to feel contented and happy and beautiful. So this is really nice energy. Can be a wedding invitation, can be a birthday invitation, can be just somebody saying, hey, do you want to come down the beach with me and watch the moon come up? You know, it can be something beautiful like that. And trust me, me and my hubby did that, and it was really nice. It was really good. And that's loyalty. Now, the loyalty card can be that you're questioning somebody's loyalty right now, but it also could mean that you need to be truthful to yourself about what's real, what's not, what's true, what's fake, you know, all of that sort of thing. All right, now let's do the star sign of Pisces, everyone. So Pisces is coming on at 1 hour and 37 minutes. 37 is Pisces. And then Stephen's up next, and we still haven't heard from Katie, have we? I don't know what I'm going to do about Katie. I'm just going to contact her in email or something. All right, here we go. I wish she gave me her question because I could have recorded her question. She could have come back. Okay, so this is Pisces people. Now, Pisces people that are watching, please think about your question in your mind for yes or no. You're going to get a yes and no as well as a reading for Pisces for the week. Okay, here we go. Yes or no? Yeah, we got a yes there. So your yes or no question, Pisces, is yes. So what are the messages here? There's going to be a bit of deflection, a bit of standoffish behavior, a bit of protection to yourself at the moment might be needed. But somebody may be putting a wall up and acting defensive towards you right now, Pisces. Don't despair. There is something coming very nice here. This is some sort of concrete plan for the future. There may be some of the Pisces out there, you may be going on an adventure. You may be traveling. Some of you might be joining a fitness group. Some of you might be going on a diet. Some of you might be having surgery or something like that. So there may be a health-related matter where you're making a firm plan. You're going to stick to this plan and you're going to get fit and healthy. Love-related matters are not really showing up here for Pisces at the moment. It's more business, sort of what I'm looking at here. Bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Now, that can be an earth sign that you're dealing with, male or female. Don't worry about it being a queen. It may be a female that's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But it might not be. It might just be the energy of the card. It can be a medical matter. This would be getting healthy and fit, and this would be how you do it, through a doctor, through medication, through therapy, whatever. There are some struggles for Pisces at the moment. There are some walls up, but you may need to be setting your boundaries, how much you're available to a certain person or a job or whatever at this time, Pisces. Anyway, that's Pisces for this week. Or today. Might be just today's message. Right, up next we have Stephen, because Katie has paid and disappeared. I wish I could scroll right back to the beginning of this chat, which I can't, because Katie may have posted her question right at the very beginning and then she's gone and said something. Mama B or Lisa, is there any way you can go back right to the beginning of this live chat? Because I can't, because I've gone in and out of the live chat. I can't go back further than when I last went out of it. So every time I go out and check PayPal, it won't let me go back. There was a super chat for somebody as well. So at the moment we've got Stephen. We've got still waiting on Katie. We've got Bethel with a detailed reading, and I've got to check Denise. Oh, and we had Lisa as well. So let me just check. Katie's still not responding. All she said was that she donated. Okay, well, that's strange. I think she did that once before. She might have lost her connection. Okay. Denise was a mini read. Was that a mini or is... Oh, no, that's Australian dollars. Okay, so that was a mini for Denise. So we've got 2 detailed readings for Stephen coming up. Then we have Bethel with another detailed reading. Then we have Denise with a mini reading. And then we have Lisa with... What did Elisa pay? Elisa paid on Super Chat, didn't she? Oh, shit. Where's the Super Chat? I didn't write it down, Elisa, sorry. I think you paid twice. I think you paid 5 and then 10 for a detailed, and then I started saying that could you use Super Chat? Could you use PayPal? Yeah, you've paid for a detailed reading or 2 minis. Detailed for Elisa. All right, Stephen, you're up. What have we got for you, Stephen? And what star sign are you? Stephen, how does David feel about you tonight? Am I in danger of losing your job? I donated for 2. Okay, yeah, I know you've donated for 212, 2 detailed readings. Okay, Stephen, yeah, I'm doing the star signs as well. If I haven't already done yours, I've done Gemini, Pisces, Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Cancer. I'm still going to be doing Virgo and Aries. So if you're not one of them, I still got them to do. So let me know what yours is if you want me to look at that, because I want to look at all the star signs before I finish today. Okay, here we go with a detailed reading. Oh, where's the... It's not on here anymore. All right, here we go, Stephen. So how is David feeling about you tonight? Okay, Gemini. I already did Gemini. I'll look at Taurus. I'll put Taurus down. We'll look at that one. Taurus. Okay. How does David feel about Stephen right now? How is David feeling towards Stephen right now? Oh, did I show everybody my huge piece of golden kyanite? It's massive. It's just the most beautiful thing. I bought it because it looked like a dragon's head. That's what I thought. Anyway, I'm just going to start this clock now because I've been talking just then. And we'll disregard the one on my wrist. How does David feel towards Stephen right now? Yeah, I remember when you said when you got back he was acting a bit strange. He was avoiding you, going out a lot. Well, this is looking pretty nice. Apart from that there, but this is somebody feeling stability, thinking about the future, about things, because the 7 of Hearts is any plans that you have for the future. He has similar kind of feelings and plans with things. 10 of Hearts is just feeling like in the right place at the right time. 10 of Hearts is like emotional stability. It's almost like father-son kind of energy instead of lover energy, what I'm looking at here. The Two of Hearts can be the lover's connection. It's like the Two of Cups, where the offer. I feel that the offer is coming from you all the time, though. I feel that because this is your name, this is your energy. But it's also, how is he feeling about you? So I feel this might be your energy more so than David's, but it is good. I also feel that he sometimes feels that you push him to do things or say things or be involved in things that are not really his plan. This is your plan. This is his plan. So when I see a red 7, I see plans that we're going to move here, we're going to travel there, we're going to go out to this restaurant, all going good, all going according to plan. When I see a black 7, somebody changes the date, somebody changes the restaurant, somebody says, oh, I want such and such to come along, the other person doesn't want that person there. So I feel there is a difference of opinions between the two of you, but mostly it's looking pretty nice. Why did I not flip that over? Because that's why. 3 of Spades. There is still a third party interference in this connection you have with David. There is still somebody that, basically what we say in Australia, pisses in David's ear. I don't know if you use that term over there, but it's basically where someone talks crap about you or about the living circumstances, about the job, whatever. Unfortunately, that card's there. Anyway, David. He's making a stable choice about what he wants. He is keeping himself quite busy. He has got a childlike quality about him. So there's a maturity coming from you, but there's a childish kind of feel from him, even though he might be younger than you and he might only be quite young himself. This is something a little bit different. It's where somebody, they're childish, but also it's where he feels he can learn from you. I keep getting this feeling like you're an older brother or a father figure to him at times. And you feel a different kind of attraction to him. And he feels that you're supportive, that you're a good guy, that you like the same sort of foods, or you cook, or whatever. There is a jealousy as well. It might be a jealousy about the way you look, the way you dress, the money that you earn, whatever. So there is some sort of jealousy thing there. And sometimes your crowd is your crowd, not his. And sometimes his crowd is his crowd, not yours. But most of these cards, if we remove these, this is a really good, stable, firm. And I just noticed you've got 2, 4, 6. When I see 2, 4, 6 between two people, it's basically showing that they're meant to go on a journey together. They're meant to be together. It's like the perfect marriage made in heaven where everything works. Unfortunately, we do have a black 7. We do have the black 8. And we do have that black 3. I don't like the 3 because that's basically, as long as Joe Blow doesn't step in to tread on this, things will go smooth. You may have to agree to disagree with him at times. You may also have to just allow him to have his space and his people and you to have your separate thing and not try to bring him into your world or you go into his world. Have your separate worlds, but also have this joining with each other. So how's he feeling about you? Good, 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 good. Little bit of jealousy, little bit of feeling pushed at times. And I feel that he may actually hide a connection he has outside of the relationship with you. He may sort of just not mention it, not feel he can talk about that person because he just feels it rubs you the wrong way. I'm thinking I know who it is. Yeah, but it is only a tiny sort of interference in this connection here. Because this could just be where you differ on, you say, oh, your cholesterol's high, you need to take a tablet for that. And he says, no, I'm not taking a tablet for that. I'm going to go on a diet for that. Oh, no, you should take a tablet for that. Oh, no, I'm going to go on a diet. So it's where you disagree about a particular product or a methodology or whatever. So this is healthy disagreements, okay? Because you have the healthy agreements and then you have disagreements. So yeah, I like it. It's balance, what I'm looking at here. So I'm feeling a balance coming into play between the two of you. I don't know if you're planning on staying where you live right now, or you're thinking of looking at different apartments, moving to a different city, spending more time somewhere else. I don't know. But it does look like plans that you're making, some of them are going to happen, but plans where you're involving him, he might not turn up at certain things. All right, let's just do some of these now about you and David. Yes, change your second question. I haven't looked at it yet. It was something about your job. But yeah, you can change it. It's okay, Stephen. I haven't even got there yet. Just put your second question up there and Mama B will redo the question. All right, we'll just quickly have a look at these about you and David. This clock must have been set longer than that one, because that one went off first and I put that one on last. This is you, David, the connection. It can be David, you, the connection. But anyway, let's look at the two of you. We have stress and fears going on, possibly for you about him or him about you. We have this sadness and clinging on to the past here, wanting things to be the way they used to be, wanting to have something happen. And then we have a firm decision coming up, which is positive and in your favour. With David, he's trying to fluff his feathers and say, I'm the emperor and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Bugger you. He does have this tempting card, I think tempting to do the wrong thing, getting somebody else in his head, mixing him up a little bit. But then we have your bottom row is quite nice with this, you know, making a firm decision and two of you sharing food, connection, talk, very nice. The connection between the two of you, we have the Page of Swords. So it could be a flash in the pan, a rushed energy at times. We also have where you might be just analysing the whole situation a little bit too much about him. Like if he gets up and he's not feeling too good. I got up the other day, I had a blinding headache, couldn't function. I wasn't angry or nothing, I just wasn't well. So if he got up and he had a headache and he's not feeling the best and he's sitting there very quiet, you might be sitting there and your brain's going, he's not talking to me. Why is he not talking to me? We were good yesterday. So just calm the chattering monkey. I have to do it on a regular basis because my brain just goes, dun, 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 dun. You know, why did this person say this? Or why did this person ring up? What's this here on the floor? And my brain will piece together everything that might be completely wrong. Other times I'm completely right. But yeah, this is about analysing the friendship, the connection, and whatever. The Seven of Pentacles is also, to me, Seven of Diamonds. Again, I'm getting some message about possibly looking at somewhere else to live. Now, I don't know if he's got a plan of he's branching out and thinking of getting his own place, but that might be something that's coming because there is a secret nature about the connection with him and you. So there's some things he's keeping guarded, keeping to himself. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups here. That's a bit of sadness, sorrow. Bit of apologies is needed, maybe on both sides there, Stephen, with you and David. Alrighty, so we're going to do yes and no. You get 2 yes and no's for your detailed question, and then we'll move on to your second question. So Katie's still not back. I'm going to contact her through PayPal when this finishes and just see what she wants to do, whether she wants to tell me her question and next time I go live I'll do it, or I can record it and send it to her. How much did she pay? Yeah, she paid for a detailed reading and Capricorn, and I already read Capricorn. All right, here we go. Actually, I don't know if I read Capricorn. Can anyone tell me, did I read Capricorn or not? Because I put a tick next to it, next to Katie as well, and I didn't read her. Maybe I ticked Capricorn in and I shouldn't have. I don't know. All right. Stephen, yes or no for 2 questions. Here we go. And this is messages about you and David as well. So we'll get your questions. We'll get your messages. You got the swans forever. All right, your first question is a yes, a resounding yes. You have the storks. Normally this is the birth news, the baby. We're having a baby, yay. New job, new relationships, happiness. The sun, my most favorite desired card in the whole deck. Now you may be dealing with a Leo energy at this time. This is something very, very beautiful coming your way. Very, very big happiness coming your way. Middle of the deck, the messages about you and him. There is a lot of work there, but it's going to be worth it. You do have a soul connection to this person. Whether it be a lover's connection rolling around together till kingdom come, or whether it's just a passing phase and then eventually he moves on, moves out. But yous are meant to be joined right now. That's what I feel that is. Usually swans are 2 people that will have some kind of connection forever. Yeah, like if that came out for a marriage, it's 2 people together for forever. And lastly, I'm just looking at my clock because I'm thinking I need to get offline now. What time is it? Yeah, nearly 2 hours. It's my time. This is more of a no at the moment. It's not really a no. It's not a yes. This is, if you wait, you'll find out. And this one here is you need to examine something a little bit more closely here, because this is the tower where you get your vantage point and you look at somebody's Facebook, or you look at, you know, how they're interacting with other people, or when their phone rings, are they being secretive with the phone, or are they being open with their phone, you know, that sort of stuff. So that's where you're sort of like, you need to examine a person, a situation, a job, whatever it is that you're going through at the moment. And that's messages about you and David. You've got to give something time, got to give him time, but you also got to keep your eye on him. You know, just keep an eye for signals and triggers and things like that. All right. Second question was, let me just change that. Is that working? Yeah. All right. Second question for Stephen. What's going on with David and Leandro right now? Okay, let's start that. Is that because I mentioned him? I seen that third party thing sitting there. What's going on? What's the connection between David and Leandro right now? Possibly arguments with that dropping out, and something to do with a female. All the time when I look at them too, I see something to do with a female. I don't know if it's his sister, David's sister, Leandro's sister, mother. What's going on between David and Leandro? Trouble in paradise, that's what's going on. 2 black 2s, not good. You had 2, 4, 6 between the connection between you and him. He gets the 2 black 2s of how he feels about this Leandro. This is just friendship, hanging out together. Maybe Leandro eats at a certain restaurant that he likes, or maybe he likes the same music he likes. Maybe they share some common sports connection, or gaming on computers, or whatever it is. This is where their connection also connects them through some female. So I don't know who the female is, but there's a female that they somehow like. The only way I could read this is where if Leandro's got a sister or a mum that knows David, she will then say, oh, hey, David, he was talking about you the other day. Why don't you come over? And if it's David's side, his female friend or whoever it is could tell him, oh, David was talking about you the other day. He's going to be at such and such. So I feel like there's somebody else that connects the 2 of them for some reason. Could be through work as well. But this is showing someone having fun with each other. Somebody going to each other's house or whatever, spending time with each other. But this is showing as far as being connected to each other, no. As far as David sees it, it doesn't work for him, being in any kind of romantic involvement with him. But sharing good times with other people in the picture, it works. That's what he likes. Let's have a look at Leandro now. Female coming out, connected to Leandro somehow. Is Leandro a player and got like you and David and somebody else? Because this to me is like Leandro's... He sees it as a challenge. He sees it as almost like David works for him. And that's what it is. So if I've got to be with David, bad luck. He shows a red 3, which is sex, fun, desire. He also shows the Queen of Clubs and King of Clubs, which is all about desire. It's like the player energy, the fun energy. Everybody wants this person around. I make everybody laugh. We have a good time. So this is him showing that it's just friendship. But Leandro actually sees that he wants him in a partnership. He sees that him and David, they could be good business partners. They could join forces. They could do things together. But this is some kind of sly thing going on over here. Some kind of irresponsibility on his part. It's like someone that uses somebody for their own means, what I'm picking up here. Okay. Yes, he is. He's a player. Is that what you're answering there? I don't know, because this is delayed, what I'm seeing here. I was actually thinking about you and that when I put these out, and him. So this reading here is about the 3 of you, okay? Because I wasn't focused just on David and Leandro. I started saying David, Stephen, Leandro, you know, like I was mixing the 3 of you up. So we're going to look at it like that. And of course, what's the cards coming out? The Queens. See, when I looked at you and David, the Queens, I think the Queen came out at the bottom of the deck. But with them, I always see the Queens. So the Queens have some sort of say on what's going on here. Now, it could represent Queens as in 2 men that sexually attracted to each other. People call them Queens. They call themselves Queens. No offense to anybody out there. To my knowledge, it's not an offensive thing to say that. But this one here is the bitchy person. Sharp, nosy, sticking her face in there, knowing that everybody's going to listen when she speaks, male or female. This one up here thinks about everything heavily. I'm feeling this is David's energy. This is Leandro's energy. I'm also feeling this is your energy, Stephen, where you're overthinking everything. You're worrying about everything. There is this hanging around, lingering with the past here. There is this juvenile kind of energy coming through. Again, I feel that this here is like you coming up like you're the protector of David. This down here, we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. This is long-term protection, looking after each other's needs, but it's also a cold energy as well, being stern and cold. 2 of Wands is where David will make his own choices, but he does get swayed. You'll make your own choices, you don't get swayed. Leandro, manipulating, I feel. There is something coming to a dire end here, and then there's a very nice thing here. It's weird because this reading between the 2 of them looks like a business transaction. It doesn't look like a romantic transaction. The only sort of romantic things with these cards here, but they don't even represent romance, 2 people rolling around having sex or anything. They just represent 2 people playing a computer game together, or going down to watch the football on the weekend, or going out to the movies together, or going to a party or a dance. So there's, apart from the Ace of Cups, there's really not a loving bond. There's this pull backwards and forwards between this person, that person. If this was a business transaction going on, if they worked with each other, or for David works for him or whatever, this is some sort of legal thing that's coming up, some sort of new decision, maybe ending one type of business, signing up contracts for some new beginning. This is looking quite good for people that are in business together. As far as being in a relationship together, no. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it at all. I mean, the double aces, if they were in this sequence, this is basically somebody making a firm decision about what they want to do moving forward. So let's just do some Lenormand before that buzzer goes off again. I upped the buzzer with the timer. Okay, here we go. They do play computer games. Okay. Do you know which ones they play at all? My hubby's a gamer. He's right now, I just could hear the boom, boom, boom. So I'm assuming he's playing the warships at the moment. Oh, so Leandro pisses in his ear. You can say it. He pisses in his ear. He sounds very manipulating, you know, like if David comes to some sort of agreement within himself about how he feels, what he wants, and it's something to do with you and it makes you happy, then Leandro comes in like that slithering snake and will make David question what you said or why you want this. Like when you said about him coming with you to go to Europe. That's a brilliant opportunity. It's beautiful. It's fun. It's, you know, like get to see another country and come with me and we can go out for dinners and stuff. And then it's like Leandro spoke to him and said, oh, he just wants to control you. He wants to take you with him. He doesn't want you staying here. You know, like that's what I feel was going on. Unless David was feeling that you were putting the pressures on. But it's like you and David, if you're left alone, things function well and nice. I'm wondering whether David's very impressionable and very easily led, you know, and he could end up getting hurt, you know. Anyway, let's do 2 yes and no's to finish this off, plus some extra messages about David and Leandro and the connection. Yeah, I do know you love and care about David and his needs, whereas I don't think Leandro has that kind of thing in him. I think that he's just a pawn in a game for him. And, you know, while he's getting pleasure and fun out of it, that's what he's going to do. He may be a shit stirrer as well. So this is your first question. This is your second question. We'll just get all the cards out first. Look at the difference in the cards when I'm looking at Leandro. We got the fox and we got the hard work. Okay, your question's yes and no. The second question is a maybe yes when you get on the right track about whatever that question was. The first question, we got burdens and we got apologies here. So kind of a negative tone with the first question. Let's just get another card for it. No, that's positive. These two together are yes. These two together are maybe no. So your first question... See, this is all about apologizing when you've done something wrong or they've done something wrong. It's some sort of apology, some sort of acceptance and agreement. But then this here is feeling like you're being very burdened, very consumed with something. So it could be getting consumed about this whole Leandro thing as well. Yes or no? I can't really answer it. I'm not really getting a definite yes or no on that. And maybe the question you're thinking about is not worthy of just a yes or no. The middle cards are just telling you more energies about this Leandro and the connection. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work getting David to jump or getting Leandro to listen or whatever. But in that mix is the sly fox. I said about the slithering snake. The sly fox came out. On the end of this, we've got a maybe yes with whatever your question was. This is something about dreams all coming true. Wishes, hopes, dreams. This here is showing that a bit of a lost cause there. A bit of being lost. And that maybe this relationship with them, maybe your wish is that finally Leandro finds something else and moves on. Maybe he'll do that, and then you'll think, finally, my wish has come true. It's gone. It's finished. All right, so we were reading Taurus. So this is for Taurus. Let's write down the timing. 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm going to put 10 minutes and 25 seconds. Okay, this is Taurus. Taurus, if you are Taurus out there, or your moon sign or your rising is Taurus, this is for you guys. This is for today or this week. Now, you'll also get a yes and no in this reading. And thank you so much today for your donation, Stephen. Much appreciated. This is my job. This is where I earn my keep. And I'm still trying to recuperate all the money that's gone out on my car. It had a third repair. Can you believe it? Oh. As soon as I get it back here, it's time for it to go. Okay, so Taurus. What are we seeing here for Taurus? So this was David, you said, Stephen, wasn't it? Taurus. We have Leo energy to start the reading. Let's just do the yes and the no. This is yes. This is yes. This is maybe no. This is kind of maybe. So this is yes, no, maybe, maybe no. Bottom of the deck is yes. I'm going to give it a maybe yes for whatever your question is, Taurus people, at the moment. So what's going on for Taurus right now? Taurus people, you might be trying to find your strength. You might be fighting for a job. You might be fighting for a relationship. You might actually be having some sort of confrontation with somebody at the moment, but you're standing on your own 2 feet. You're being strong. You may just be dealing with a Leo energy right now. Now, bottom of the deck is a mothering energy. Somebody caring and concerned and looking out for what's best. Doesn't have to be a female. It could be news about pregnancy because we do have the mother and the child here in the reading. For some of you, Taurus star signs, you may have been feeling left out in the past, left out at work. You may be needing to borrow money at this time, or somebody might be asking to borrow money from you. Also, there may be something to do with a car or transport or travel at this time. Travel tickets, buying a new car, investing in a new car, whatever. So there's that sort of energy there. And also, it does look like a trip down memory lane is coming up. So some of you might be traveling to reconnect with family or old friends. Don't get stuck in the past, Taurus. That's your main message there. Stand strong, stand tall. Talk the truth. The 5 of Diamonds is speaking the truth and telling somebody how it is. But yeah, don't get lost in the past here. This can get lost in the past, that card. All right, that's Taurus. All right, so Stephen, your 2 readings are done. Thank you. Nisha was already done. Katie has not shown up, has she? We're on to Bethel with a detailed reading for Bethel. Watch Bethel's question. Let me just have a drink. I should have drank this by now. I've been sitting here 2 hours and all I've drank is that much. I've had no lunch. I haven't felt like eating at the moment. Had a bit of a weird morning. Had a beautiful walk down at the beach. And it's been pretty good online. Been having a good time online for everyone. And did I tell everyone, Stephen, on the weekend, it was my 39th wedding anniversary. 39 years. It's actually 40 years in August that I met my husband. But it's 39 years that we've been married. And we started the day very slowly, laying around, watching telly, having some breakfast, talking about what we're going to do. And then we went for a drive down south to one of our favourite spots. And when we got there was a triathlon on, and there was thousands of people in this little country beach town. There was thousands of people on push bikes and swimming. And so we went for our walk, and as we were walking, people were on the track and everybody was clapping, going, "You got 1 kilometre to go." And we were walking our 4 kilometres. So, and then we were going to have lunch, and we we're going to get some sandwiches and go by the beach and lay on the sand and watch the sun go down. And well, we wouldn't be able to see it go down because it goes down in the west, but yeah, we ended up that we were just sweating to death, and we said, let's just go home and get in the pool. And so we come home, and then we had a swim, and we had a bit of a shower, and then our plan to go to one restaurant, it was shut. Another restaurant didn't have a booking. The other restaurant, I just looked at the menu and thought, nah, we go there all the time. And I said, let's do something different. So we went and got pizzas under the stars. So we sat by the beach under the stars with our pizza, and 2 little birds landed right next to us, and it was just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Anyway, and it was the first one with my husband retired. No more work, just me and him. It was fantastic. Anyway, let's get on with it. Bethel. What's going on? Bethel with the full reading. Sorry about that, Bethel. Oh, Bethel, could you please see the future? Okay, so Bethel, we're going on to Katie. Katie was actually number 3, and she disappeared. She's come back, thank God. Okay, Katie, we're doing a detailed reading for Katie. So let's get started. Sorry, I'm waffling on about my relationship and my romantic weekend with my husband. Swimming in our heated pool at night, and just, yeah, it's been good. All right, Katie, could you please see the future between Jordan and you? I'm currently broken up. I'm not talking. Yeah, we have looked at this a few times, haven't we? Show me Katie and Jordan. Katie, I'm actually been doing star signs. I've done Cancer, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus. That we just did Taurus, didn't we? Pisces. Yeah, that's what we've done. We've done all of those star signs. So if you're not one of those star signs, let me know what your star sign is as well, and we'll have a look at that for you, Katie. True love exists. It's not without its bad patches. We have had some bad patches over the years, but yeah, most times when we're good, we're really, really good together. You know, we're just 2 peas in a pod. Anyway, here we go. Katie and Jordan. Maybe my lovey weekend will rub off on you and Jordan, eh? Katie, it's Katarina, isn't it? KaterinaJordan. Okay, now I don't know why you 2 are not together, but there's still something that's unresolved between the 2 of you. There's a lot of reminiscing going on with you. He is who you want. He's your desires. He's your love. He's what you want. He loves you. He thinks about you. He's just not, I don't know. It's like he feels that something is done. It's done. It's dusted with this black 10 here. I don't know if something happened in September or something happened 9 months ago, 9 weeks ago, something to do with Virgo energy as well. It's like everything you dreamed about him, everything felt fine, everything felt great. This is usually energy about a pregnancy, a baby. I don't know if there was supposed to be a baby, it didn't happen. I don't know if there was a pregnancy and it didn't go forward. I don't know. Because normally these cards represent pregnancy, baby girl, baby boy, you know, and happy events. if it's not a baby, it's about this beginning and the getting together where it's fantastic. It's fantastic. This is where something went wrong. This is where you didn't fit in his world, or he didn't fit in your world, or other people were talking and not making sense and interfering, basically. Then this is where you and him come together and it works well and it feels good. It feels right. It's meant to happen. Then again, we have this interference. Twice we have this interference sitting in your name. So I don't know if this is your friends, your family were saying stuff about him. I don't know if something went down between the two of you and his people said something. It's just like somebody else, something else sabotaged what could have been very good. Over here, I am being indicated here that he needs to grow up. That a lot of people like him, a lot of people like who he is, what he does, but there are times where he needs to face reality and facts, and, you know, it's not all just fun and games all the time. And I feel that when it came to serious things with you and Jordan, he wasn't there. He wasn't at that level. When it come to fun, sex, romance, whatever, things were good. Going out, partying, working, whatever, things are good. When it comes to something more serious and talking about the future and what we're going to do, I'd like to have 2 babies. No, I don't want babies ever. You know, like it's where there's some sort of difference there between the two of you. When I look at him down here, this is where he thinks that something is dead, gone, finished. I'm done. That's it. No more to talk about. But then this here is showing me somebody who's taking care of responsibilities for their future. What they want to do. They want to be honest and truthful about what they want. Now, you do have a card about reconciliation sitting with him. So he may very well decide to try and reconcile with you. Not the other way around. This will be him possibly inviting you to something. There may be a birthday celebration coming up, Katie, and he'll want you to be part of that, or you want him to be part of that. What are you saying up here? Okay, so he didn't want to take the responsibility with kids. Okay, I'm starting to remember this situation here. Okay, so that's what that is. That's where you and him together, good, no problem. But the stuff where it came to responsibility, he wouldn't grow up. He'd just say, it's not my thing. It's not my, you know, I don't have to do this. This down here is showing that he is brokenhearted that you two are not together. He is missing you. I do think he's going to try for a reconciliation with you, but this may be where you stay in different places. Don't come into the same household with each other permanently at this stage. But this is showing me a possible potential of reaching out through birthday celebrations or something. Maybe one of the kids is playing some sort of sport and he says, look, you know, let's just give her a name. Jessica. Jessica misses you not being here. Did you want to come? And I miss you. You know, I want you to be part of this. So I do feel there is a hope for this situation. Possibly through the children, possibly through further discussion. You may have to resign yourself to the fact that he is who he is and that's how he's always going to be. And can you be with that person if they're not going to have those other things that you need in the relationship? You know, if he doesn't want to take responsibility in that for your children, can you be with that person? You know? I kind of remember that he's the kind of person that says, look, you know, I'll be there as a father figure and support figure, but ultimately at the end of the day, financially and everything, that falls back to their real father who has to step in and sort this out. And the real father, I think you told me, was a dropkick. Okay, you and Jordan. This is nice. This is nice. It's not over. This is nice, nice energy. There are problems, there are complications. You're going to have to stand strong on your own 2 feet. You're going to have to be that single mum energy at the moment and just and get on with the daily tasks. You've got big love and desire between the two of you. This is him loving you. This is you loving him. This is also supportive father energy. You do have this wedding thing in your head about the two of you meant to be together. This is all about this relationship, and this is making a firm commitment to each other. So this is sitting on your side, sitting on Jordan's side. We do have the truth about who he is, what he wants, and what he wants could be good. We also have this you expecting or wanting something more, him possibly wanting something more and thinking, I'm getting lost in this whole, I'm sick of this emotional drama. You know, why can't we just step over this and have fun? He is being defensive with this here. The connection between the two of you, this is used to making a chance, making a new step, taking the steps towards this possible reconciliation. Both of you are discussing things about the past and money and responsibility. This, I'm hoping, is Jordan in the future. He's gone from that Jack of Diamonds, which is the little boy that needs to grow up, needs to take care of responsibility, into the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is long-term commitment. I'm here. I'm here. I'm not seeing that it's done. I'm not seeing that it's over. I'm seeing that there is a possibility of reconciliation down the track. But there may be some things you're going to have to admit to yourself that no matter whether it's 1 year from now, 10 years from now, do you ever see that he will say all of a sudden, oh, hey, I'm willing to do this now? Or is he forever going to stand strong on this is how he feels about that particular situation, Katie? But it is looking good. There is a connection there. There is a love there. Yeah, so it's just, it looks like talking needs to happen. You're in separation at the moment. I'm hoping that you're still connecting and talking, because you have come together. You've shared not just yourselves with each other, but you've had other little children that are connected to the pair of you. So it will be affecting them as well. So let's just do yes and no for you. And my phone is dying. Yes and no for you, Katie. Well, I'm hoping he'll reach out, because the Three of Hearts is someone, Five of Hearts, sorry, is somebody trying to reconcile. So hopefully he will have a talk with you soon. All right, so let's do 2 yes and no's for you, Katie, and thank you for coming back and getting your reading. You were Capricorn, and I think we read Capricorn when we were waiting for you. Mama B, is that what I did? I can't even remember. I'll do Capricorn again at the end of this. Just in case I didn't do it before. No, I think I did. No, I did do Capricorn right at the beginning. I remember, because I said Capricorn is my moon sign. So I did do it. So Katie, right at the very beginning, somewhere is Capricorn. I didn't write down the timestamp for it. I'm going to have to backtrack and find it. All right, Katie, this is your first yes and no. This is your second yes and no. And plus just messages about everything. This is maybe no. The first question. This is the snake in the grass. The snake can be toxic. The snake can be somebody slithering around causing problems. And this is telling you just to take some time out, I would say, at the moment. Now, it can be telling you if you've been taking some sort of tablets to block things out, or you've been drinking too much or whatever. Just be careful with toxic substances at the moment. But this is just telling you maybe no. Maybe it's not something you need right now. You're also being told maybe there. So I'm not really getting an answer, but I'm leaning towards no on that question at this time. The middle cards are just some information about you and Jordan. The sexual attraction desire thing has never gone away. It'll never go away. It's still there. But there is some heavy burdens and bridges to cross here with this relationship. But it's not done. It's not finished. And end of the deck, second question, we've got yes and no. We've got a yes there, more of a yes there on the end. We've got the child card. Now this can be a new baby, it can be childlike behavior, it can be a new beginning as well, something you're wishing for, something that's magical. We've got the stubborn no, we've got the folded arms, kind of no, I'm not listening, you know, that kind of thing going on. So anyway, we got very conflicting things there in the Lenormand deck. As I said, I did do Capricorn because I remember now that I did it because my moon sign is Capricorn. I've got Cancer, Capricorn, and I think I've got Gemini. Yeah, so I've done all of my signs. I can't even remember what Gemini had. I think it was a business thing, business transaction, which was kind of makes sense at the moment with what's going on. Oh, Katie, you're Scorpio. I've got Capricorn written next to your name for some reason. Okay, Scorpio. I haven't done Scorpio. Let's do Scorpio. And then up next we have, Katie's finally done. We've got Bethel and Denise last, so I'm just going to do a quick Scorpio reading. So Scorpio reading is at 2 hours and 30 minutes. 2 hours and 30 minutes, Scorpio. Okay, so this is just a quick reading. This is a yes and no for any Scorpios out there. This is yes or no, as well as just messages for Scorpio. I have to say that's a no. That's no. That's no. That's sort of maybe no. Bottom of the deck is a maybe kind of card because this is kind of where you're analysing something, you're looking at something, you're thinking about something. I'm going to give it more of a no, Scorpio, at the moment. More of a no we've got there. It's a maybe. Maybe. So for Scorpios, we have defensive behaviour. We have putting a wall up, defensive behaviour going on at the moment with somebody. Somebody's just shutting somebody out or just putting up boundaries, whatever. We do have for Scorpio, you may be starting to choose something for yourself. The Three of Wands is where you're going, okay, I can't deal with all of these things at once, so this week I'm going to do this. This could be a job, it could be an invitation, whatever. But the three is normally, Three of Wands is, it can be a family thing, it can be a friendship thing, but it could be just somebody at work. But this is where you've made your choice and you're saying, this is the journey I'm taking right now. So Scorpio, it does look like you've finally come to a decision. Also, you're being told to take it easy right now. You might be dealing with a Virgo at the moment, just being on your own. You might be just shutting the world out at the moment, Scorpio, and just, yeah, taking your time with something. This is telling me that you might be looking at your financial situation at the moment, Scorpio. You might be looking at movement, new jobs, new house, new belongings, new dreams. You also are being told to not overanalyze something. The Seven of Pentacles can be overanalyzing a situation. Anyway, Scorpio, that's what we have for you guys. All right, up next we have Bethel. Finally, we're getting there. And thank you, Lisa, for being here. I know that you've been, you know, going through a bit of grief and stuff at the moment with the family loss. Yeah. Denise, you're right there. This is a different Denise, isn't it? I've had another Denise that used to come to my channel all the time. This is not you. All right, so Bethel, there's your question. The question is on PayPal. She doesn't want you to read the question out loud, and this is a full reading. This is going to be difficult if I can't read the question out loud. Depends on what the question is. Okay, Bethel. So this is a detailed reading for Bethel. Okay, so we're looking at a legal matter for Bethel. Okay, Bethel, so we're looking at the legal matter and how this will all go. Okay, so So that's your side of things. I can't remember what the court case or whatever that we did in your private reading, because that was a while ago and I've done quite a few readings between then. So I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I don't need to know what the previous thing was. I do remember about the injury though. Okay, so you just want to know with the legal proceedings how this is all going to pan out. All right. Well, good luck with it. It sounds pretty stressful for you, Bethel. Okay, and then last we have Denise. Oh no, we've got Elisa as well. Sorry, there's Elisa as well. So I've still got 2 more readings to go. Okay, Bethel wants to know, how will these court proceedings go for her? How's everything going to go for Bethel? How's this upcoming court proceeding for Bethel going to go? Well, hopefully that's the whole sort of energy of this reading. 10 of Hearts, that's 10 of Cups. 10 of Hearts is usually where you're celebrating, successful, happy. This is lies and deception here. Wow. Wow. I think that whatever this other thing is that's come up, it's going to be found to be untrue, because this is lies and deception. It can represent drugs, alcohol, medication, gambling. It can represent all of that. It can represent some sort of crime or whatever. But you're showing you being contented, you being happy. This is you being truthful, because this is the loyalty card. This is where somebody's soulmate, somebody's dream, you know, of what they're doing. So to me, this is honesty and truth. This is learning a lesson the right way, being taught something. But this here is where somebody's just not right. This is like we're being in the wrong place at the wrong time, you know? And this can be backstabbing energy. This can be where somebody else has put something out there on you. Somebody has said something about you. But it's a lie. This thing's a lie here. I'm hoping that this and this and this and this is all telling me that whatever this extra thing is that's come through, it's going to be proven to be a lie. Because it's just... okay. Moving forward, how is Bethel going? Look at this, wish is coming true. I'm sure your wish is to be successful and to sail through and to prove them wrong, you're right. Because you've got wishes and dreams coming true here, talking the truth here. I think you're going to be fine, because we've got the double black 8s here. Both of those 8s represent being in the wrong place, being with the wrong crowd, mixing with the wrong people. It can represent drugs. It can represent influence. It can represent alcohol. It can represent gambling. The double black 4s here is something in the background, Bethel. So somebody behind the scenes of all of what's going on for you, somebody has come forward to try and say that you're a liar, or say that you were doing this or that at the time. I know, I've got proof or whatever. I feel like whatever this is, that you're going to prove them wrong. Because if I take them away, even leaving those 4s there, this is major happiness and success and everything working out. When we did the private read, did I say there's something coming through that you're like, what the hell? I don't remember if that was you, but I do remember telling somebody in a recent private reading, and it was to do with a court case, that something else was going to come to light, and you're going to be going like, what the hell is this? It's like a shock that you didn't want to know about it. But then you had success with it, if that was you. I just don't like those 2 8s there. That's some sort of snake in the grass kind of behaviour there. Show me Bethel. Show me Bethel. Show me Bethel and her upcoming court case. First card out, best card in the deck, Sun, Bethel. If my knowledge, my memory serves me correct, you know a bit about tarot cards yourself, I think. Sun, best card in the deck. How's your court case going to go? Sun. Truth's going to come out. 4 of Cups. I think you're going to get a bit disheartened and disappointed in somebody you thought you trusted, or somebody you thought would be there to back you up. Just go in there standing strong with on your own merits. Don't be relying on anybody, Bethel, especially somebody that might be a bit flimsy with, oh yeah, I'll be there, I'll stand there, I'll tell them. Somebody might disappoint you there, but this is you celebrating again. We've got celebration cards coming out everywhere. For some reason, all your cards represent pregnancy. This is fertility. This is a 9 months. This is a baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. You've got somebody in spirit that calls you baby girl. Somebody in spirit is backing you up here. Unless you're going to be pregnant and having a baby. I don't know. Usually pregnancy cards represent some new adventure, something positive, something you're working on, something you're making grow. You may go out of pocket a little bit with that 4 of Pentacles there. That may be something that you thought you were going to inherit $10,000, and maybe it's just not even close. I don't think it's you paying, because it's not, the other cards are not showing you paying. I just think it's any payment you would be getting is not going to be what you thought. You need to stand strong and be stable and stick to the plan. You need to also give something some time. Toxic substance, toxic behavior, somebody trying to tempt you. It may actually be where somebody's trying to give you an offer. We'll drop all of this if you take this, you know, or you're not allowed to speak about this. And we'll give you X amount of dollars. Don't get sucked into whatever that is. Here you're going to be talking and looking and working hard. Karma's going to hit somebody here. Karma's going to come in. All right. What's this here with the devil? Show me more information on the devil for Bethel, please. Someone's trying to break you, Bethel. Someone's trying to break you so that you just give up and say, oh, look, fine. Give me the fine. I'll pay the money and drop it. You know, someone's trying to make it an overload for you. Because I said, why is the devil here? There's you standing strong, telling the truth. The Queen of Swords is the truth teller. She's like the lawyer, the solicitor, the judge, the jury. So to me, upright, she's telling the truth. I feel that's you standing in your power about what you want and what you know to be true. This here is where someone's trying to break you down. They're trying to overload you. That's why the devil's here. What's the karma wheel here for? What's the karma wheel sitting underneath the deck for? Some male who everybody is everybody's friend. This person wouldn't lie. This person wouldn't do the wrong thing. They're going to find out about the karma here. This is where somebody made the wrong choice at the wrong time, and it's going to come out. I hope that this is all correct, because you've got the Sun, the 10 of Hearts, the Jack of Hearts, you know, all of these things here. There's hardly anything negative here, even though you're dealing with a negative situation at the moment, Bethel, and I'm not seeing that you're going to suffer, although you've already been suffering with what you're going through. Just don't be persuaded by the devil here. If someone comes in and says, oh, look, if we take this to court, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. I mean, I'm not a legal advisor. Listen to your lawyer. And listen to yourself as well about what you know to be true. I'm hoping whoever this is, what are you saying down there? He said that before. He said this. Oh, gone. Yeah, I'm hoping that the karma thing is showing that these people that done you wrong, the truth's going to finally come out. That's why the sun's there. And that their lies are going to be exposed for what they are. You're going up against some pretty hard things there from what I remember. So just all the very best. And I wish you all the luck in the world with this. But it does look like a good result. It may be delayed as well with that temperance card and everything. It may say that it's going to get postponed and pushed further forward. Use whatever time you've got to prove whatever this situation is, that you're right and they're wrong. However you can do this. Okay, so you've got 2 yes and no's for you, Bethel, for this. And what was your star sign, Bethel? Because I've been doing the star signs today as well. And then we're getting on to Denise and Lisa. Okay, so this is question number 1. This is just more information for you for today. And this is question number 2. Wow. Can you read the Lenormand deck, Bethel? All right, so question number 1 is taking a chance and being wise. Talk to people who know better than what you know. Talk to people who've been in these situations before. What did they do? How did they be successful? But this, yes or no? This is yes. This is maybe yes. So this is talking about taking a chance, but being wise with what chances you take, what you're willing to risk, what you're willing to put forward. But can I give you a yes or no? I'm going to give maybe yes. The other messages you got here with all your hard work and paying out, like this is getting people off their ass to help you. Getting the information you need. You then will be celebrating. This is somebody celebrating luxury, feeling great, feeling wonderful. Your other question is a definite yes. This is contracts being signed. This is making a permanent decision. And this is messages coming in that you finally wanted. So this is something you've been waiting for. If you were going for a new job, this is you getting the new job, signing the contract. So being that it's all to do with court and legal matters, this is something you've been waiting for finally coming in. And it's also a yes to whatever your question was in your mind. Oh my God, my computer has taken dictation and it says, I found this on the web. There is where someone's trying to break you down. They're trying to overload you or trying, that's why the devil's here. What the karma wheel chair for what the karma's wheel's sitting underneath the deck for. So my computer has picked up on my voice on that section. That's really weird. It's really weird. I don't know why it does that. I don't even know how to get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? There, it's gone. All right, so now we've done your yes and no. Did we have a star sign? Sagittarius. I already did Sagittarius way back. I already did Sagittarius. Anyway, that was Bethel. I haven't got a timestamp for Sagittarius, so I can't really remember when I did Sagittarius. I don't know if it was the first one I did. I've still got to do Aries and Virgo. So up next we have Denise with a mini. Thank you for your patience, Denise. What is Denise's question? Will I pass my video interview and get hired with Delta Airlines? Oh, and you're an Aquarius. Okay, we haven't done Aquarius. I'm going to do aqua. We'll put a timestamp next to that when I get there. Good luck with Delta Airlines. Okay, let's just set the timer. Let's clear this. Okay, this time is so stupid. All right, so this is mini reading for Denise. How will Denise's video interview go? Will she be successful? Will she be getting a job with Delta Airlines? We're looking for specific kind of cards here for this job. Now, if we get things like the Jack of Hearts, the Ten of Hearts, especially the Nine of Hearts, Seven of Hearts, and we get any of the diamonds as well, that's a pretty sure sign that this is a good thing. How will Denise go in her video interview? Will she end up hired? Oh, there we go. There's the work and the job. It flipped over for you. Looks good. Okay, will Denise be getting a job with Delta Airlines? Will she be successful with her interview, her video interview, and get hired by Delta Airlines? I don't even know what Delta Airlines is. D-E-N-I-S-E. What did I just say? We're looking for diamonds and we're looking for 10 of hearts, ace and diamonds, 9 of hearts. You didn't get 9 of hearts, so you got the 9 of diamonds. This is pretty much a yes. Double fives is the job. This here is... Usually the 2 is about the commitment. And the Ace of Hearts is upside down. I don't know which job in particular you're going for, and I don't know if they're going to offer you something else to start with. So let's say you want to be an air hostess and travel on the planes and be on the planes and go backwards and forwards, or a stewardess or whatever they call them. They may offer you something on the ground where you're checking the tickets or the baggage or and all of that first. But this is definitely a job of some kind here. I'm just wondering why the heart's upside down, because this is telling me that you're ecstatic, you're celebrating with your family, your friends, you're like, I've got the job, I've got the job. This is travel and movement. So if you hadn't told me it was an airline, I would have said it's something to do with movement, being in a car or a plane or a boat. This is the money where you start from 8 and you work your way to 9. So the pay will be in stages. I just don't know why that black 2's there, because normally the black 2 would mean that you're not committed to doing this, or they're expecting you to commit and sign some sort of contract and you're not too happy about that. But without that card, everything's pretty damn good here. So this is looking pretty good for this journey with Delta Airlines. Let's just see what the tarots have to say. Will Denise show me what's going to happen with this airline, Delta Airlines, and her interview? What's going to happen for Denise with her interview with Delta Airlines? Is there more than one job? Like with the 2 5s, there's something you're really passionate about, what you want. And then there's something that, yeah, I'll do that, but I'd rather do this. It could also be the person they expect you to work with. You might be working with somebody that's divorced. It can mean that this job will cause problems between you and a person. So if you're currently involved in a relationship, this actual job could cause you to choose the job or the relationship as well. I'm just curious as to why that's there. So we're going to get some tarots onto that. Show me why the 2's here and why the upside down heart. Because if you getting this job means that you're going to be traveling, you're going to be away, and your person, if you're involved with somebody, is saying our relationship is not going to work, that could be why you've got this. This could be related to this. This is a personal relationship that will be touch and go with this job, but the job itself is showing good. So let's just see the 2. We've got the sun there. Yeah, see, that's showing me a relationship and truth and honesty and everything. This might make somebody who you've been close to show their true colours. And it might be a good thing or a bad thing. This over here as well, it's showing me hanging on to something from the past, but making a firm decision with the future. So let's just get some more of these. Show me this job. Will she be getting this job? Well, it looks like you're getting the job because that's contracts. That's contracts. The money's not what you expected, or what you're getting at first is not exactly the way you thought it's going to be. I know a lot of people, they go into jobs, they think it's fantastic, and then they, like, when they first get there, they're like, oh my God, I hate it, I don't want to do it. And just as I've said that, we've got the temptation, the struggle, and then looking at the options. We've got two supportive males here. These would be the bosses. This would be the journey that you're going on. They may want you to do something just like that. And you're like, oh shit, you know, I've got to tell these people first. So there may be something that you're committed to here, and they expect you to do it next week. So, but this is success here. This is a business deal. There's the money, there's the deal, there's you going on the journey, starting something new. I'm going to have to say that it's yes with the job. There's some other thing going on in your life. Now, this is only a mini reading, Denise. What I might be picking up on is a personal matter. There may be your mum, your dad, someone close to you that's going through some sort of medical drama at the moment, or some sort of sadness, something. So there may just be something else in the background at the moment that was trying to come through in the reading. It's got nothing to do with the job. Okay, it might be a personal matter. All right, so let's do one yes or no for your mini reading. And then last but not least, we have Elisa. Denise, we're doing your star sign, are we? Aquarius, I think you said. All right, here we go. This is your yes or no, and then we'll do the Aquarius. And then last but not least, we've got Elisa with a detailed reading. Okay. And Elisa, next time you come to my channel, can you please try and get PayPal? I'd really appreciate it. Yes or no? Your yes or no question is, this is yes, this is success, happiness, something you've been waiting for. This is protection. The bear is all about protecting yourself, protecting what's yours, protecting your property, your money, whatever, protecting your kids. Can be protecting your own values and self-worth. Yes or no? Doesn't really want to answer me with a yes or no. This is yes, to do with documents and things. This is maybe, depends on the situation, and this is, there's a secret there. So I'm not really getting an answer, unfortunately. Maybe I'll get it when we do the star sign for you. So just ask the question again when we do the star sign. The other messages you got about this job, something to do with a sly snake. You need to observe more. You need to watch more. This could just mean that somebody, not everybody's going to like that you've got the job. Not everybody's going to be happy about it. There's one person in particular that might try to sabotage, might try to turn you off. Might be the person that wanted the job and you get the job. So, and this here is just telling you to do your research. Make sure that you know about the company that you're going to be working for, the places that they travel to, what their rules, their regulations, what they expect of people. Make sure you've done all your research before you go into all of this. All right, let's quickly get on to Aquarius, and then last but not least, we'll just get this clock ready for Elisa. All right, this is for Aquarius. Let me just write the time stamp down. 2 hours 58 to 58. Oh, I'll put it over here. 2:58 and how many seconds? 30. Okay, Aquarius. This is messages for today or next week, what you're going through, what you're going to see, what you're going to do. This is also, think about a question in your mind, Aquarius. Yes or no? Yes or no for Aquarius. Okay, that's flipped over, so we'll just do one more shuffle. Aquarius, good luck. Here we go. Ooh, Aquarius. Two cards meaning overload, burden, paperwork, study, stress, gossip. This is just total overload going on in Aquarius world right now. Could be just a lot of work, a lot of responsibility going on right now. Could be jealousy as well. Could be that you're jealous about something, somebody's jealous about you. Could be gossiping going on at work. Whatever it is, it could be home life, it could be work life. There's some sort of stress going on. Here, it's telling you to not be under some sort of illusion about a situation. You could be fooling yourself about a particular person, or you could feel that somebody tricked you, somebody, told you a bit of a story. But you're also being told that you're being presented with different options right now. Not all of them are good for you. Some of them will be fantastic options. Some of them will be good for your health, good for your well-being, good for your love life, good for your work life. Some of the options will not be. Some of the options will be endless stories. Some of the options might take you down the wrong path. Be very careful if you're choosing at the moment, Aquarius, with what you want and what you're doing. The Seven of Wands, I feel that you're trying to get someone to listen. You're trying to get someone to hear you. You're also sticking your boundaries up and saying, this is my territory, back off. But yeah, Seven of Wands can be like, I'm frustrated with this. I need to get this happening, but it's just not working right now. Is it yes? Is it no? We've got no, we've got no, we've got a maybe, and we got a yes at the bottom of the deck. So Aquarius and Denise, who's the Aquarius, for some reason, it's not really answering whatever your question is. It's maybe no. Let's get another one. Is it yes or no? 3 cards, yes or no for Aquarius. 3 cards. I'm not going to read these cards. I'm just going to do yes or no. 3 cards, yes or no. Now that's more of a yes. This is a decision time being made. This is something to do with a job and money and movement forward and working hard at something. Could be something to do with a third person, some sort of conversation going on. This can be irrational behavior. It can be jumping to conclusions, doing something really quickly like that, and then regretting it as well. But as far as your question goes, I'm going to give it a yes, a maybe yes. Yeah, and the Fool has come out again. So I was going to say I'm going to have to take a new card for the bottom of the deck because I should have taken that one out. This is telling me that Aquarius people out there, not all of you, but some Aquarius people, you've worked long and hard at something. You've had enough of it. You're looking at what your options are. This could be a new job, a new relationship, whatever it is you're doing. You're going to stand your ground and be heard. And you're about to set sail on a totally new adventure. So this could be a new romantic adventure. It could be a new job, whatever. Anyway, that's Aquarius. Good luck. And thank you, Denise. Lastly, what have we got, Mama B? Last one. And thank you, Lisa. Lisa, you can put your question, and Mama B, put your question on WhatsApp for me. Thank you so much for helping me today. I'll do your yes and no with a bit of detail in WhatsApp. Not right now. As soon as I'm finished on here, I'm going to get myself a cup of tea. If it's still warm outside, I might even go for a swim because I'm quite warm in this room. But yeah, I'll get to your questions later. If I don't do them today, Lisa and Mama B, I will have a look at them tomorrow morning, okay? I'll get onto them for you. 1, 2, 3. Now, tomorrow, if I do go live, ladies and gentlemen, I will open up the door for 6 yes and no free readings if I go online tomorrow. That's it, if. I don't know if I'm going online or not. Okay, so lastly we have Elisa. Let me just quickly read your question before we start the clock. a general reading and a bit of focus on a question. Is it over between my friend Fernando and I? I am the Taurus and I made the 15. Yes, okay. Okay. Elisa wants a general focused reading. A general reading, but we want some focus in the area of what is this relationship between her and Fernando over? Elisa wants to know, is the relationship over between her and Fernando? That actually was a breakup card that just dropped out with a queen. But it was also a sadness card, so not necessarily finished. Is things done between Elisa and Fernando? I'm doing Elisa, Fernando, the relationship. Elisa, Fernando, the relationship. That's what I'm doing here. Your cards are beautiful, by the way. Beautiful energy. You must be a very loving person, Elisa. Underneath the deck is curious. You have major love for this person, but there's also other people that love you a lot as well. I feel that you've given everything you can. You've given everything you can as far as love goes, support goes, honesty goes. You've been waiting a while. You're waiting for this ship to sail in. You're waiting for it to come in. The problem I'm seeing is that either you or him is influenced by another person. There's a third person here. Now, this can be a child, can be a family member. You've gone a bit cold with all of this. This is where you start, where you're loving and you're happy and you're celebrating and your friendship and sex and fun. And then it's where you, as you're coming down the line, you're starting to get cold towards this whole thing. So that's why you're asking, is it over? Is it finished? For him, he sees you as single energy, that you're all up in your head about everything. He hasn't really learnt something. He needs to learn something about what's going on and everything, and that's somebody refusing to learn something. There's some sort of nasty surprises that came out about him along the way. Things that maybe you wish you didn't know about him, or you didn't hear about him or see. I've always said that sometimes I've wished that my head was a computer and I could literally go in and pick out files of occasions or people's names or whatever and delete them. So I never have to have that memory in my mind, because we've all got them. We've all got things that we'd rather we didn't see, we didn't hear, we didn't know about. But it's life, you know, things happen. So he's seeing that when I see 2 of clubs, 2 of spades, 4 of spades, 6 of spades, that means something's done. It's finished. When I see a club, it means that the person feels that there's problems, but then it's not finished. So from your side of it, you've still got a lot of love invested in this. You're wondering whether maybe being with him is over, but maybe you could just be friends now or something, and you can just float in and out of each other's lives. I don't know if that's going to float with you. For him, he just sees a lot of sadness. He sees gossip. He sees your friends saying shit about him, or maybe your family. He sees a lot of pain and hurt and how it's affected you, but he's not willing to learn or try and fix anything. Now, when I look at the relationship between the 2 of you, there is no relationship. It's just showing nobody's talking, nobody's trying to fix anything, nobody's learning anything. Then here we have the relationship shows that there's desire, that he desires you, he thinks you're beautiful, you're sexy, you're fun, whatever. And you've got desire there. You like similar things. The relationship's showing not just you and him in a relationship together. It's showing other people involved in this whole thing. It could be a good friendship, but I don't like the 2 fours. One of each means that you or him has something else in the background. something that keeps you apart from being in a relationship with each other. Underneath the deck, the message here, which I said was curious, there's two guys showing up here. So one is this Fernando character, which I'm wondering whether he's the guy showing up that needs to learn, needs to grow up. You've got another one that's very attracted to you, or very supportive, or wanting to hold your hand and show you a good time, show you what it is to be loved or happy or whatever. Underneath this deck, it's showing me a relationship that's solid, going the way you think, but then it's showing me things not going according to plan. So it's showing an on and off thing. So is it over between you two? No. We got a red 2 here, and we got a club here. So that, as I said, the black spades didn't come out. The black 2, 4, 6 of spades did not come out. The 10 of spades did not come out. But also reconciling hasn't come out. Reconciling hasn't come out at all. So I don't think this thing is over yet. I do think that you need to continue being who you are. And if you want love and happiness, and that's how you are, and he's not giving it to you, you've got to find it where you're going to find it. But this relationship, it's showing me something that's hanging by a thread. It's like you're putting the efforts in to have it, and he's just thinking, oh, she's overreacting, or her friends don't like me, or her family's interfering, or it's like excuses coming from his side of it, or just can't be bothered with what he's got to do and not learning, and you're like pouring your heart out there. So show me more about Elisa and Fernando. You both have children, but from other relationships. Okay. That makes it tricky as well. Okay, this is you, him, the relationship. You, Fernando, relationship. Fernando, relationship. These cards look like two people in love getting married. From your side of it, same sort of energy. 10 of Cups, you had 10 of Hearts. 3 of Cups, you had 3 of Diamonds. Queen of Pentacles, you had Queen of Diamonds. So your energies is the same on both decks. This is you being independent and strong and stating, this is what I want. I want us together. I want our families to gel together. And I want us to be happy and one big happy family. So is it over? I don't think so. Not with looking at that. From his point of view, he has the Page of Pentacles. Now, this could be he needs to grow up again, but it also can be an offer that's not quite solid and somebody who still needs to do some sort of learning process. It could be about the children as well. This here is his desire for you, that you're a loving partner, you're a friend, you're a mum, you know. So that's the loving energy, that he knows that you're full of love and emotion. And down here could be Aquarius energy. Down here, this would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy. What star sign were you? What were we doing for you, Elisa? We haven't got your star sign here, I don't think. I did Scorpio it before. Anyway, he may be trying to think of how the future would be with or without you. He may be trying to do his own agenda. Bottom of the deck, we show a partnership, a marriage, a partnership. So it's not over. This thing's not over. How the relationship looks as far as the tarots go, this is where you need to make a concrete decision. Are you together or not together? Are you looking after the children full time, or are you not doing that? Are you going to go on a holiday together? So you need to make some firm decisions in this relationship. And you yourself, this is your reading, you need to make a decision. This here is where you're wanting more. You're wanting something better out of this. You're sick of the sadness. You're sick of the separation or things just not working out. The Empress is usually about fertility and you being the apple of his eye. You're his Empress. So none of that reading showed me two people that are done. It actually showed me that if you can fix this and bring it back together, it could be something quite fantastic. Okay, so it's Taurus. Did I write Taurus down? Oh, yes, I wrote it down way up there. I thought I did Taurus. I did do Taurus. At 2 hours and 10 minutes and 25 seconds, I did Taurus. So Taurus has already been done. So I'm going to do Aries now. We're just going to do your yes and no, sorry. So you get 2 yes and no's, Elisa. And this is just more messages about you and Fernando, okay? I'm just curious about that other energy that comes out in your cards because it has come out before. I don't know if there's somebody else that's just a friend to you, but they might think more of you than just a friend. I do feel that if one day the whole Fernando thing is done, I don't think it will be long before there's somebody else in the picture. Not that you're thinking about that right now, but yeah. Anyway, 3 piles. This is yes and no, this is yes and no, okay? Yeah, I'm doing you, Mama B. I'm doing Aries because you're Aries. And I already did Cancer. Lisa is Cancer. So that's your yes and no question there. This is just more information on you and Fernando. Let's get to this first. This is a lot of hard work coming up. And this is also, you need to do a bit of spying. So you need to start assessing the situation. You need to see, what does Fernando want? Does he want this thing to work? Does he want to call it quits? You know, so you need to do a little bit of research on this whole relationship that you've got going with him. Does it work? Did it ever work? Is it brilliant when it's together? Has it been falling apart for a long time? So you need to ask some questions. You need to do some research on that relationship. And this is another yes and no here. Okay, both your questions are yes. So I don't know what you asked. But your last messages on this reading are some information you've been wanting is finally coming. This could be a letter, it could be a job, it could be money that you've been needing. It could even be a conversation with Fernando. Also, you're going to be given a choice coming up. So your first question was maybe yes, sorry, not a straight out yes. I didn't realize you had that. Yeah, that's maybe yes. You're being given an option. Door number 1, keep doing this. Door number 2, totally change the direction. So the option is sitting around you right now of which way you're going to go. Last messages, which was a yes. This is going out celebrating, so you might have an invitation coming up to go out and have beautiful food, listen to music, whatever it is. Also, whatever efforts you put into your work, to your family, to your relationships, you will start to see the benefits start to come out. All right, that's it. So Aries, oh, you're asking if he's going to get released. All right, so we're doing Aries now at, what are we up to? God, I don't normally stay on this long. I was finishing right on 2 hours and I've had all this backlog of readings. I should have shut the readings down before. 3 hours, 17 minutes and 45, we'll say. This is Aries. Okay, Aries. Good luck, Aries. This is yes or no for all the Aries people out there. Good luck with it all, Elisa. Don't give up just yet. Keep plodding along. It looked pretty good. Aries. Okay, Aries, your first card dropping out is a no, unfortunately, Mama B. But it's also about remorse, guilt, sadness. Okay, yes or no for Aries, as well as what messages do they need to see? Okay, this is yes, this is yes, this is no, this is no. This is yes. Have we got any doubles there because of your question, Mama B? He may be released under house arrest. So I don't know if they do this sort of thing over there, but what they do over here is, depending on if it's like a small kind of a crime kind of thing, they release them, but then they have to wear an ankle bracelet. Or the other thing they do is they do a thing where they're released and they can go to work from Monday to Friday. And then on Friday when they finish work, they have to go into lockup. And then they get released on Monday morning. They go to work, they go back, and they go into lockup. So you got those sort of two options. So I'm wondering whether your question is that. For all the other Aries people out there that are listening at the moment, your messages for today, your answer to your question is maybe yes. Maybe yes. You've got sadness, sorrow, missing somebody, feeling a bit of guilt or grief is there. Now, this could be about some sort of reunion that's going on. Somebody's coming towards you, someone from the past. We got Virgo energy here sitting in the middle here. This can be somebody that's just folding their arms, shutting the door and saying, just leave me alone right now. The Hermit energy is also telling you, Aries, that it's time to heal and rest up. Now, I do know, Mama B, you haven't been well at the moment, so this is telling you just to take time out and rest up. And I do know you've been feeling a bit mournful and sad and you know, wishing for different things at the moment. So it kind of makes sense with Mama B's situation at the moment. Now, you're also being told not to be splurging with your money at the moment. In relationship circumstances, this can be giving a little bit of breadcrumbs to people. But in money circumstances, this can be where you're applying for some sort of loan and you're waiting for the money to come in. For other circumstances, it can be where somebody's asking for you to loan them some money, something like that. Be careful if you're doing that, Aries, at the moment. Bottom of the deck, your message for today is standing strong, being on your own 2 feet. Queen of Swords energy, you may be dealing with an air sign at the moment, male or female. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. But the other messages here to me is just be determined, be strong, and make your decisions about what it is you want to do. Anyway, that is Aries, and I think we are all done. Let me see. I did Capricorn, Aquarius. Let me just go through these. I did that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I haven't done Leo. I haven't done Virgo. I haven't done Libra. Okay, let's do those 3. Just do those 3. Leo, Virgo, Libra. Okay, so we've got 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours. How many minutes? 3 hours, 22 minutes. And 10 seconds we'll put. All right, Leo. Wait till it gets to 10 seconds. Okay, this is for Leo people out there. Leo people out there. This is a yes and no for Leo as well. So if you have a yes and no question in your mind, Leo, this is for you. Leo. I'm going to put that this is a star reading and put it on my channel, and I'll have to go back and find the timestamps, girls. Okay, Leo, here we go. Yes or no, as well as just messages for the week. You've come out in your own reading twice. The Sun and the Strength card are both Leo. For some Leos out there, congratulations. This is something where you've spent some time healing and reflecting and working out what you want. Finally, the Sun has come out. Bottom of the deck, we got celebrations going on. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is a wedding. I don't know if you accomplished something at school, or some new job, or you've sold your house. Whatever it is, Leo, it's looking pretty damn good. Now, you've got your strength about you. Now, is it yes or no? It's a yes. We do have a negative no here in the middle, but the other cards are telling me it's definitely a yes. So your answer to your question is yes, Leo. So this is you standing strong, picking your battles, picking when time to stand, time to walk away. You also are being told that when you can't do something, just rest. You can't always be the lion. You can't always be the person that's strong and independent. Sometimes you need some help. Sometimes you need some rest. So for some of you Leos out there, you may have gone through a very strong kind of phase. What comes to mind is when I seen everybody in this triathlon on the weekend, and I'm assuming that they're still recuperating from what they experienced. So if you were a Leo and you were down there in Huskisson doing that triathlon, that's you with all your strength. And this is you recuperating. If you've been very strong all the time and you're not very well at the moment, this is telling you to just take time out and rest and heal. It could be emotional too, as normally you're standing strong and tall with everything, and this is where sometimes you're just not that lion. And also we have the Sun, which is my favorite card in the deck. As I said, this could represent Leo again. It's also about healing. It's also about gathering. It's also about everything growing the way that you plan. And congratulations to some of the Leos out there. It looks like some relationship might be going to the next level. There could be weddings, there could be babies, there could be just celebrations going on all around. Anyway, that is Leo. Virgo, 3 hours 25. Wow, I'm doing 3-minute reading. I thought I was doing like 1 minute. 25, and we'll do 20. Just wait for that to rock around. Okay, Virgo. Think about a yes or no question, and this is what's going on in Virgo's world right now, or what might be coming in the next couple of days or so. This is a very short reading, Virgo. But you get that card that's jumped out for you. You got some sort of invitation or some sort of letter or communication going on there. It could be you're learning something new, Virgo. You might be going to a new job. You might be going to a new church. You might be doing something new. But there's something you're learning here. It could be an invitation you're giving somebody or somebody's giving you. Not sure what kind of invitation yet, but think about your yes or no question, Virgo, and let's see what we get. All right, yes or no for Virgo. You've come out in your own reading. Leo come out in their reading, and Virgo's come out in their reading as well, in their own reading. Something to do with money here, Virgo. This is where maybe you applied for a new job, or you're going to buy a new car, or you want to buy tickets to go somewhere. Just be careful with your financial situation at the moment, because this is showing once you've spent it, it's gone. It can be that you're trying to think, oh, I wish I didn't buy this because I would have had this money right now. So there's some kind of financial kind of thing going on that you're holding on to from the past. Time to let it go, Virgo. Now, other times I see this, you might own something right now, and let's say somebody died and they left you a watch and you don't wear it. And that watch happens to be worth a lot of money. Sell it, like don't hold on to it. So that's where, Virgo, you're holding on to something. Emotionally, you could be holding on to something from the past, because this is memory lane. This is memory lane. When I see these two side by side, it's kind of going down memory lane in a negative kind of tone. It's holding on to things from the past that maybe they're done, they're dusted, they need to be let go. Now, underneath the whole deck is some sort of healing going on for Virgo, some sort of withdrawal from a situation and just shutting out the world. Whilst you can contemplate what it is. Now, for some Virgos, you may be spending time with family. This can be a family affair. It can be a family get-together. Or it could just be you and another person going down memory lane together. Hopefully in a nice way. Hopefully in a nice way. So anyway, that's Virgo. I'm getting a yes or no. This is yes. This is maybe. This is no, this is maybe. Let's get another 3 cards for Virgo. Now, I'm not going to read these cards. I'm just going to say Virgo's yes or no, because it's kind of a bit wishy-washy there. We got yes, no, and maybe on the table. Is Virgo's question yes or no? That's a yes, Virgo. We get a yes there. Like I said, I'm not going to read the cards, but you got a yes. You got something to do with money here, Virgo. It came out again. Something to do with work and money. All right, that's Virgo. Last but not least, 3 hours and 29 minutes. And we'll put 10 seconds for Libra. Here we go, Libra. This is for all the Libras out there. Oh, Diego and Michael are both Libras. Both my children are Libras. So let's see. We've got something in common, Mama B. I've got 2 children, both Libras. One born at the end of September, one born on the 1st of October. Many, many years apart, though, my children. Okay, Libras get the Empress jumping out the deck. So think about your yes and no, Libra, and let's get your answer out, hopefully, on the table. Okay, this looks like a yes, mostly for Libras. So it's a yes question there on the table. So for Libras, some of you may be dealing with pregnancy right now. This can be mothering, fertility, pregnancy, making a choice about having a baby, new future. For others, this could all be about sexual desire. It could be that someone's thinking about you right now, Libra. It could be you're thinking about somebody, about having a family with this person, or but for some Libras out there, I feel that you are somebody's shining star, especially with the star sitting next to there. Libra and the star, you've got the Aquarius energy here, so another air sign is in your reading. For some of you, you're thinking of walking away from a particular emotion, possibly a person. It could be a family, it could be a job, but I do feel, Libra, these 2 major arcanas here is something you've been dreaming for, something you've been waiting for. And then you've got this walking away and leaving something behind. It could be nasty emotions and leaving trash behind, or it could be something very hard and sad that you need to leave behind. But for most of the Libras, you're walking towards the star. She's looking at the star on the hill, and you've got the star in the reading. So I do feel for some of you, you might be aspiring to some sort of new job, new lifestyle, new beginnings. Bottom of the deck, we have some sort of analysing going on. So you might be analysing your past, you might be analysing other people's behaviour. It's like where you're looking at something and pulling it all apart and working out how it's going to work. For others, this is also something about spending, earning more money, making more money. Some of you might be actually moving into a new house, a new state, going somewhere new. Yeah, so this is all planning, but it's also telling you to watch the finances right now and work out how are you going to get the money, where you're going to move to, how you're going to live, what you're going to be doing. Some of you might be very spiritual at this time, might have had some sort of spiritual awakening and be doing a lot of church time, a lot of praying, a lot of meditating, whatever it is. Anyway, that's Libra. That's all of the star signs. Everything's done. So the only thing I've got to do is, as soon as I can see my video replay, I can go and find the other star signs, and then I can put them all, the timestamps, on the comment section. So we can timestamps the star sign readings. Anyway, that's it, girls. We're all finished. So Mama B and Lisa, I don't know if Lisa's already gone. Has she, Mama B? It looks like she might have gone. Lisa, she gone? So Lisa, Mama B, put your question, yes and no, bit of detail in WhatsApp, and either tonight or tomorrow I'll get that done for you guys, okay? Right now I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I need to stop and I need to go and get a cup of tea, and maybe, I don't know, it's nearly dinner time and I haven't had lunch. The only thing I've had was 8 o'clock this morning, one wheaty Bix thing, you know, for breakfast with a tiny bit of hot water and milk on it. And that's all I've had. Oh no, I had some raisin toast at about 10:30. But yeah, since then I've been for a beach walk 4 kilometres and sweat my guts out. And then I've been doing brain strain on here. So anyway, yeah, good job, girls. Thank you for all the help and made a bit of money, so that's always good. And I don't know, Mama B, Lisa, I don't know if I'll get online again tomorrow or whether I should be online on Friday. I'm not sure what time as yet because I've got a private reading scheduled for Friday as well. So I'll either get online before or after that private reading. And it all depends on what's going on and where I'm at on Friday, because I think the reading is going to happen around 11 o'clock or something. And by the time I'm finished all of that, it'll be 12 o'clock lunchtime, so I'll probably get a break, and then I'll find out what the hubby's doing, and if he's planning on staying longer, yeah, well, I'll probably be online, I don't know, my time, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Friday. I don't know. Friday's a long way away. But yeah, tomorrow, if I do get online tomorrow, Mama B, tomorrow, I don't know if Lisa will be helping tomorrow or not. But yeah, tomorrow, as you know, it's my Wednesday. So tomorrow we will do only 6 of those free yes and no's. And I'm not going to just sit here and do yes and no, yes and no, yes and no. I'm going to talk. I'm going to do some star signs. And then, you know, because the aim of the game is that we get donations and we do the donation readings. But yeah, we will get to them. What I might do is the yes and no's will be at the end of like an hour, when I've been online an hour and stuff like that, instead of doing them straight away and people on the list, because it gives a chance for other people to rock on in instead of everybody jumping on the list. But we'll see there when we get there. We'll see what happens when we get there. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow, Thursday or Friday, but I should be on one of those days and try and earn a bit more money. Yeah. Anyway, girls, I'm out of here. Take care, and we'll catch everybody when I'm next online.